cool. Let's see, mic work. You might hear double here. Mic work. It's really quiet, isn't it? You might hear double here. Hello. Let me get my other window up and announcement. I'm doing gem things, guys. Okay. Boink. I have succeeded in announcement. I have succeeded. Oh, I have sounds on another place. Whoa! Cheese sticks. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Lots of highs. It's snowing bad in Kansas. Well, I'll tell ya, I'm in an extreme freeze right now. I've got an icy story. If those want to hear an icy story, while we wait for people to come on over, if you'd like. Let me just there we go. That's a good angle to tell a story, right? Main big swig and I can't stop you. Nope, and I won't. Don't worry. If you believe in it, people will use it no matter what you say. If I used Hydra and S2 and people tried to stop me from using it, I played it anyway. Spill the ice? Okay, icy story. Snowy story. Let's see here. Speaking of, my hands are cold. Okay, so there is an extreme freeze going on right now, and I don't know how to convert to Fahrenheit, so I apologize, but it hit about minus 45 degrees Celsius today. And the roads are very icy. There was blowing snow throughout the day. So I was coming home from work, and of course not every road's going to get snow cleared and all that. It's not going to get salted. It's not going to have gravel on it. They sprinkle gravel on it to help. So anywho, I was going home from work and I hit an intersection, and at this intersection it's kind of on a slope. So one way was kind of sitting on an angle and the other way was going down. And the way I was coming up is I was coming up on this slant. I was about right here, okay? So I'm right here. I'm trying to stop. So I'm not moving and I'm slowly stopping. I've completely stopped, but my car's still going like this. So I briefly got stuck in a bit of a snowbank, but I managed to give it out of the snowbank, so I didn't get fully stuck, but I made it out. So the roads were that icy to the point where even at a stop, my car just decided to keep going down the hill into the corner of the sidewalk where the snowdrift was. Yeah, that's what happened to me. On a makeshift roller coaster for a second? No, I wouldn't call that a roller coaster. I think that's about minus 45 Fahrenheit and well. Yeah, because I know minus 40 is the same between both. So, we have that and that. Backline time, indeed. Do I ever have some backline stuff in store for you guys today? So for those who's still curious to know, hey, where Gem is, why am I taking over? Gem is traveling today. Gem gave me permission to do a couple VOD reviews from some time to time on the Squid School channel, so this is going to be one of them. Monday was a test run to make sure everything was going to go up and all that, so I had no plan, I had nothing prepared. I just jumped into a game and played every weapon, every backline weapon, not every weapon. That would take forever to show. So I've got a plan today. We're going to get taught how to work with other backliners and certain positioning, because I know a lot of backliners also don't know the exact times of when to engage and disengage with the team. So we'll be VOD reviewing with Moon today and kind of discussing that as a main point. But to start off, we're going to do the same old thing that we do on Squid School. Is we're going to start off with some open. But the surprise that I have in store here is to discuss this first main point that I have in the title, is how to work with other backlines. I've brought in the Hydra crime squad. So Moon will be here as well. You have me. We also actually have the Queen of Hydra, Dia. And Boo is also going to join us as well. So we've got 4 Hydra players who are going to go into open and play quad Hydra, and it's going to show you how we got to work across to each other to make it work. So so I'm going to drag them into the call here, so make them feel welcome. Oh, it's Jeannie! Jeannie 7 with the raid. People who don't know Jeannie. Oh, Jeannie's here, Blitzling's here. Oh, you guys came at one heck of a good time. You guys are about to see Quad Hydra happen. We've got myself, we have Dia, Moon, and Boo going Quad Hydra and open for the first hour before we go into a Hydra VOD review. But Jeannie, thank you very much for the raid. So... But yes, Jeannie was also a heavy Splatling player. I don't know what you're playing still these days, Jeannie. I know the last time I commentated you did heavy and reflux, but I'm not too sure what you're doing these days. So let's bring in everybody into the VC here. All right, everybody's here. Hi, friends. You ready to commit crimes and open?
Yeah!
I'm always ready for crimes.
So I kind of gave a brief intro of all of you on stream, but would you 3 like to personally introduce yourselves to the viewers?
No.
No? Okay, well you're
No.
going to anyway. Moon, you're
I mean,
on
I'm
the
gay.
VD today. Moon? Yep, I can speak. Moon, why don't you start it off?
Alrighty. I'm the local crabton of Crab Rave, and head heel for From Being Up. That's basically it.
Boo, how about you?
Alright, hi, I am a member of said Crab Rave. I normally don't play backline weapons, but I play Hydra for fun because it's funny, and I like Hydra because funny. Yeah,
Yes.
hi.
Boo's also been a part of majority of the Hydra Crimes content, which I have a couple videos out for. So yeah, we have that. And Dia, how about you?
I'm a 4 Hyde top level player, gun top A and a couple of majors, and main Hydra.
I will also have chat know that Dia has been my Hydra inspiration for years. So for those who look up to me, know that I've looked up to Dia. So this is a huge honor to have you here, Dia, to join us for Hydra Crimes.
Thank you.
Okay, I am going to open up a room and make a password. Well, when I actually remember how to use buttons and switch over to friends. Okay, and make a password. Now, Jem has cats as a password guardian. I found something special to bring up today as a password guardian.
Oh?
There we go. What I have on screen right now is a banner that my teammate Cookie made back when my team was called the West Broadway Grillers,
Nice.
right after we won Low Ink. So you can probably pick out me and Jem, and the rest is that roster of the Grillers that won Low Ink. So that is my password guardians for today.
Nice.
And for the Hydra Criminals, I will put it in our Hydra Criminal chat.
Alrighty.
I just have to get over there. Okay, it'll be in scheduling.
Alrighty.
Ooh, okay.
Hello, Vapor! Grandma Hydra? No, we discussed this. No! It is not that. It's Queen. Hydra Queen.
Yes.
Dia holds that title over me. Boo, that's
One of
not a
these
Hydra.
seems not like the other.
Don't worry about it. What do you
Password
mean? This is
isn't
a
super
Hydra.
well blocked. Well
Guys,
darn.
what do you mean? It's a Hydra. What are you talking about?
Hmm.
It shoots
tried.
pink, don't it?
I'll change the password next time if we end up closing lobby and stuff. Anywho. The sub is
Alrighty.
back. Yes, the sub is back.
Yes.
But thanks, Anime Hero. You saw it? Okay, well, anywho, we got art. The whole point was art. I'll come up with something better next time.
Just no one drop out.
That's
See,
true.
Brain just
Just
did
no
the
one
crab
die.
race stuff. Exactly.
Genie, that's my weapon! Okay, so as we go in quad Hydra, of course we need to discuss who's going to be the two more aggro Hydras, who's going to be the more passive. I usually dub myself as one of the more aggressive ones. Who wants to be a aggressive number 2?
That would be me.
That works. And then Moon and Boo, you're going to be kind of mid, and Back just kind of working around us. So maps Scorch and Hammerhead. So for positioning wise, Dia, for the start, what side would you prefer? For Scorch, I can take right one, like, for sure, but I'm not too sure what side you're gonna do for
If we're
Hammerhead.
both playing aggressive, it's usually better to kind of stack with both of us.
Okay.
And let the other two take the more kind of like passive, easier spots. That's why I found when I used to do this.
Okay.
So I can just kind of stack and see where you're going.
Oh. Which way do we want to go, though?
Bridge, I would say probably just go straight mid. Usually that left side is pretty good for like someone who's either doing the actual backline role or someone doing a bit more mid.
Fair enough. And then for Hammerhead, that one's actually going to be really good for us when we have control.
Oh no, it will be.
Deny mid.
I mean, we did get unlucky with the mode though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Rainmaker, so, I mean, probably between Boo and Moon, you two are going to be primary Rainmaker carriers, so just keep an eye
It's
on that.
alright,
Also,
I have a lot of runs.
Boo hit the
Oh,
A
okay.
button challenge.
Shut the fuck up.
We got another person making that joke.
I hate it here.
What else do you expect, Boo?
Swallow.
Okie dokie. Yes, we also have a, for those new into chat, also just be careful of language on Squid School stream, please and thank you.
Boo.
Okay.
Oh, I already know one person! Okay,
I do
so
not
careful of the
like-
leader. Leader respawn punish.
And Ninja Squid, Slash.
They have it? Oh,
One's down
shoot.
there.
Yeah, I
Right
didn't have
side.
I'm down to the bomb. I did not have a
Okay.
charge to help you there, my bad.
Oh, someone's pushing up.
Yeah, you're,
Yeah.
that's gonna get pressed
No,
pretty easy.
that's fine. Let's just check.
I'm gonna just take down low to the right of you here, Dia. Alright,
Ooh,
up
wow,
high,
okay,
I ended up high. I got one. I dropped down, there's a crab here.
Raise down, raise down.
Nice.
I'm gonna try the crab for you. Looking at
Okay.
me now.
There's
Up
a
there we are.
leader on the left with the crab is beside it.
They just had to back out because we go.
There's still one up there.
One's here.
I'm gonna...
Trade.
Nice trade. I'm on the... Oh, leader's on
We
the
got one.
right-ish. I'm staying down below. Getting also
two down.
posted.
I can booyah bomb them away if y'all want.
Oh,
Dill.
one up by right
Wait
check,
for this one
left
here.
checkpoint.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait here on the right for a second.
Two on
I'm
right
gonna
check.
Yeah, one's on that left.
Oh,
Shoot.
I need you to jump back here.
They know I'm here. Hey. I traded.
I'm just gonna make sure. I'm
Okay,
just gonna
nice.
make sure they won't get past this point because I'm.
Am I
One's on top right, checkpoint. P-check. They drop down.
I have a booyah.
same.
You want me to booyah that
Okay.
area so they.
I got
Oh,
crab.
never mind, I'm dead.
Or not crab. Slash.
Oh,
One's here, trade.
just me.
Just you, Dev.
I got one with the chicken. I got the Rainmaker.
No.
Nice.
That was the
a
weirdest
little
chicken I have
chicken.
ever thrown. There's one right in front of me.
Hello. Where are
I'm
you?
by rain.
Yeah, I'm
Behind,
gonna pop it and use that
okay.
for paint.
Yeah,
They're still up here.
they dropped.
2 left.
No one. Yep.
Oh, leader to the right. I'm gonna get the leader out so we can shoot that. Throw it to the back. Coming around the right.
One.
They know
Ash.
I'm here. They know I'm here.
Okay.
I didn't trade this time.
Still
I
a
only
take
got
like
3
around this
shots.
food, be careful.
Yeah.
They backed up.
Mini Booyah was popped.
Oh, I just disintegrated my chicken. Heck. Okay.
There we go.
I'm just having another hand booyah.
Let me know, chat, if my mic's any better. Cool. There's one sharking down below. Use your chickens. Good. Okay. Dia, I'm with just beside you on your right. Watch your left. Watch your left.
Yeah, coming.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Uh,
I'm alive. I
They're
will
still
get
very
pressed
weak
though.
there.
Oh, I know. There's a
Got
leader
one.
watching me as well. Woo!
I'm dead.
Oh,
Careful,
that's
though.
only 1 shot. Oh, I know. I mean, what's being careful? I'm gonna booyah this crab.
Alrighty. Is Raymaker's nearby him
Yeah.
too?
Leader's in the middle here dancing with Wave.
You do you, buddy.
Unfortunate.
They are doing them. Let's just break this.
Yes.
Oh, one on me. Oh, that was okay.
Oh, that's nice.
I went down behind the pillow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, either got me there
alright.
too.
I
Nice burst, though.
panicked. Anyway.
No. I'm gonna
Okay, they are tri-striking. I'm gonna back up a little here.
One of those.
Here in front. Okay.
One's on
careful,
me.
Dia.
Yeah,
Traded.
putting a bomb. Nice trade.
I'm dead.
Uh-oh.
Nice,
Uh-oh.
good thing. Make
I
it.
got rain.
Alright,
Nice.
you go take mid.
Hey.
Okay, booyah bomb. I'm gonna drop to the middle here on the right and just apply paint.
I'm
There
about-
is one on the backside and mid on the left. Oh, bomb!
Oh, bomb.
Dang. That one.
Good old
Oh, Christ.
splat bombs.
Gotta love him.
So adorable. Why?
Okay.
There's one.
Wait,
What do we got on the left? Yep. There you go. Nice get. Nice get. There is one lurking to the right side, leaders in the
Yep.
mid, and probably one on the left here.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm dead.
Oh, that was unfortunate, Boo. Hi, buddy. Hi. I traded.
Okay.
Just you. Yep.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, that's
Video
alright.
talk.
That's alright. That's alright.
No. Anyway.
Nice, Boo.
It is just staying that mid bottom
Ooh, nice.
area.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and booyah so they can.
Leader's
try
right
and
above
move
me.
Leader out.
Cool. Bye, leader. One below me on the. Nice. That's 2 down.
Nice. What's coming from mid?
Left.
One.
We only have 10 seconds.
I got him.
Last
I
one's
got
on the.
reset.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to pop right through a pop now.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, had to help.
Alright, easy.
No.
At least I didn't KO.
I miss movement error. Instead of going straight up, I ended up going right on my joystick, and I'm like, well, I went to the right instead of going straight forward to grab the Rainmaker and squid roll backwards.
Whoops.
How long will we be committing crimes in open for? We're gonna be doing basically the same thing as usual, so we'll do this for an hour. So, again, for those who weren't here at chat at the start, the reason why I brought in Hydra crimes is because a lot of people are complaining of double, triple backline in solo queue and everywhere else. So, I brought the quad backline here to show that, hey, we could still work together, and it just kind of gives the idea of how you want to work with each other. Win or lose, it's the idea of how you want to work with another backline. So basically the big idea is what we're getting here is, of course, we've established Boo and Moon being the more kind of defensive, objective carriers when we get the chance to. And me and Dia are trying to take kind of the frontline sides to make a way forward for the objective.
I'm
Scorch-
also using myself as like a bit of a decoy
Yes.
in order to kind of bring people into focus of the others.
Yeah, and Scorch Gorge kind of doesn't really fit to this, but Hammerhead will when we get it. So,
If we get it.
Oh
If
god,
we
not
get it.
Mariah
if we
Carey.
get it. It is Mariah Carey. That is a
No.
thermal ink bow and Ninja 52.
Ooh.
I can get the 52 with a ninja, but not the bow with thermal.
It's down.
Nice.
I can. I
Bow's
can do
very weak.
They're
That goes
down.
down, goes down.
Okay, we're
Nice,
gonna
yeah.
lead a pathway. Oh,
Heavy's
watch
on
out.
me.
that.
Just gonna get a boo.
Threw a chicken at it.
Heavy's
Oh.
super weak there.
I'm gonna
They're
try
going
and
up to
give
the snipe.
yeah, I'm gonna come up on the left side and
That's
put
not
pressure.
Oh,
They fell, they fell.
Oh, on the rain. Oh, below me. There's one
Heavy's behind.
directly below me in mid.
oh, boo, no, no.
I just
It's
said,
okay,
I
Joe.
said, I.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
god,
above
it is
you.
Mariah Carey.
Oh, hey. I lost track of the one. They're 3 rushing mid, so I'd be careful if you're pushing that.
Ooh,
Let's
easy.
get stationed on the left if you
They're
can.
going left. Rain's weak dead.
Okay, I'm gonna
Nice.
pinch from the
Popping
right.
booyah.
Nice, booyah.
Oh, I just now realized this is double whale.
Whoa,
It is double
I hate
whale.
it here.
There's a 52 on right next to left.
Oh, Jesus.
Bow got me.
Don't
There's
scare.
back on
Woo!
mid.
No! I was like, I do not have the ink here to squid roll.
I feel like
But I tried.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got the 3 on the top. I need to take another angle to try to crossfire with one of you, so I'm gonna go down over to the right
Yeah.
here.
Got Citrus is very weak. And
what?
Rain Matrix too.
That one.
Oh, one in front of me on the right. I should be able to get it. Oh, I traded,
Nice.
unfortunately. Nice, Dia. So yeah, you can see in this
Bang
position right now where all 3 of the other Hydras are, they can all crossfire with each other. We see Dia's taking the up ahead. Boo's kind of in a place that can
Very weak on.
help. There we go. Yeah, oh. I got one with a chicken. Oh, I'm getting rushed by the
Nice.
52. Thank you for that booyah bomb.
Where are you?
I don't know how they lived, but they did. Oh, I'm one
Magic.
shot. I shouldn't have taken that fight.
Okay, that's a reset.
Yeah, the heavy's in mid and one's pushing the left.
That's a
2
bow
are
on
actually.
that.
There's a bow over
I'm
there.
gonna wait. Actually, no. That heavy's looking at me.
Okay. Oh,
Goes down, goes
you're
down.
on the left.
Another
One's
one's
down.
weak.
Okay.
Nice,
Nice,
another
I got
down.
him. Dude,
I'm on the far. I'm on the
They're
far
all
right. I'm on the far right.
Okay.
Mhm.
I can see a jump here. Got the
Yeah, I
jump.
saw him too. I can
Nice, nice, nice.
Oh, one more behind me.
Nice,
Nope.
nice.
They're-
I'm gonna go ahead and throw
They
my
popped
bot
wave. They
booyah
popped
bomb.
wave.
I'm popping booyah here
And
as
then
well.
I'm
I'm gonna booyah the sniper.
Oh, never mind. I'm not taking that one.
Yeah, watch the top left. I can look top left if we need. Oh, Dia's already there. I'll help
You're
right.
gonna
I'll help
have to
right.
do
I'll
it,
help
yeah.
right.
Up ahead.
Bows down, bows down.
Right behind the pillow. Specials. Ooh.
Heavy down,
There's
traded.
someone jumped.
Nice.
There's someone
52.
just jumped far
52's
right. I'm gonna
mid.
go ahead and run it.
Got one.
Nice. 52's coming from me, I think.
Yeah, there's one coming in behind.
Yeah.
They got me.
All right, then I'm just.
Still there,
I
still
got
there.
him.
Oh, feral.
Good.
Yay!
The
Nice.
lead. Okay, I'll come over here. Dia above you. Bo.
Okay. That's
Careful,
fine.
you two.
Citrus is very weak.
I got
nice.
it. I got it. I got it. I'll go for Bo. Got Bo.
Okay.
Booyah.
Nice.
52 there, pine puller. They're moving forward now. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in, boo.
All right, you're
This
good.
chicken is so useful. They're low left. Watch the left drop. Oh, Bo got me. Top right.
Watch that left, don't let him drop down. One very weak on that left side.
Okay, position on the left. I'll be up over there already.
I'm hanging back with pillow.
Don't forget to watch.
I'll be on the snipe, Dia.
Or
I'm being wailed,
Rainmaker is
though.
very
Being
weak
wailed.
there.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
Rainmaker.
Okay, I'm gonna paint up the middle and the right. There are 2 right directly
right,
below me.
yeah.
I got the bow. Reef.
One's up. Reef, weak, dead.
Nice.
Popping.
Okay, I'm
There's
gonna
one-
move to
There's
the.
one still in the mid.
52 trade.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm gonna put a chicken on their snipe. See what I can find. There's one over on the left side of their snipe. Bow.
Can we take mid here? Mid.
I'm being a nuisance on the right. 52 is gonna push me here. Nope,
It's
Tetra's
on the
gonna
left
push me here.
checkpoint.
Oh,
Weak.
hello.
Yeah,
What's under that?
nice. Nice cover up.
One's on me, 52.
One's weak.
Weak, very weak.
They're
I got one with a
nice
chicken.
52's rushing you. I want your checkpoint.
One's coming in, trying to get me from behind.
Got
Never
the
mind, I got
heavy.
him.
I'm gonna get
Nice.
this jump
Just bow.
too.
Just bow, just bow.
Not anymore. Not no.
Oh, okay.
Just
Painting
find
up
down
their
mid.
base. Yeah, 30 seconds.
We really.
They're coming to
don't
the right.
need to do it.
Okay,
Nope,
just down.
not again. Got one.
Careful of the bow.
I backed up.
Heavy's weak.
I'm in a corner. I put myself in a corner. Bo has to rush
You're
me.
good. One was coming through.
Oh, I got rushed by 2.
Nice.
52.
All right, let
Hey,
me
just
just pick it
super
up.
weak
Pick
there.
it up. Let's go.
Left. Woohoo!
Where's my... Oh, there it is.
Weekly Comp Thursdays, Hydra edition. This is what we do for Hydra crimes in a general thing. So it definitely helps work with. And I know on Monday when I was working with each of the backlines, I don't remember what I was with, but I had 2 stringers with me as well in a splatter shot. I think it was a T-Tech against like a shooter comp, and we still managed to make it work.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, it's worth knowing if I'm calling out for jump, I am wearing stealth jump.
Okay, cool. I don't have a solid shoe that'll work for stealth jump yet. For Hydra crimes in particular, I am preparing QR and stealth jump.
I actually wear stealth jump for Rainmaker regardless.
Yeah, I've been debating of having it on the sidelines for stuff like that, in all honesty. So
It's really nice, like especially if you carry Rainmaker at some point, because it lets you get back in so much quicker.
I have a pure run speed shirt for basically my junior build and any other weapon that is not the roller.
Hey.
on talk.
Well, it's Hammerhead.
Hammerhead.
It's time for crime.
And no Eat Eater.
Yeah, I know, right?
And no,
Even better.
Right.
And there's only one splat bomb.
Also, Ninja Squid on
No,
Flash.
there isn't.
Got
Nice,
2.
nice.
Watch right behind middle.
Oh, God.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go.
Go grab.
Handhead.
And then we simply vibe.
Exactly.
One's weak there, Shane.
I tapped one, got one. One's to my
Nice.
right.
Nice.
What is this? Hello.
I
Oh,
can't
to my
tell.
right, weak, 1 shot, T-Tech.
Nice. Down.
I got him.
Oh, we're 2
Oh,
down.
I managed to escape.
Yeah.
Careful, Blue.
Push
I'm
and
See if we can protect.
I'm dead.
Oh no,
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
die.
Blood
I'm dead.
heavy. Yeah, you are.
I did get a chicken off. Ah, darn. If
Yay!
that timing, I almost
Oh, well.
would have got the jump.
I'll try the rate for y'all to come back.
Oh. He next down.
Nice
one.
stop.
Got 2?
Nice.
I got Booyah.
They get checkpoint there.
I'm
We
painting
need to
the
go
ramp.
I'm gonna paint this right side and take that.
Got it. One's more. T-Tech's right in front of me. Yeah, they got me.
Oh,
Oh god.
the range is looking right at me. I'm gonna booyah it. Get away from me. Stop it.
Jeez.
There's weak under the ledge here.
Yeah, they're just chilling underneath. Nice booyah. One's low right.
To your right, to your right.
Okay, I'm gonna try and take to the
Pro
left here.
and shooter.
Getting another angle. Oh, one's on the left, T-Tech.
Woo!
I got it.
Nice.
Nice. Booyah if y'all want me to pop.
Yeah,
they're
machine's
booyahing.
underneath of me. Oh, that booyah's on me. I did not die.
Jump.
Nice.
Pro's
There's
weak.
someone on the left corner still, too.
Right,
I got
Oh,
one
wow.
left corner still, one. They're weak in the back left where that chicken's gonna go.
There's
maybe
one
jump is not
right.
top line.
Nice.
Nice.
Jump.
Oh, yeah, one right.
I have a booyah, so like,
Same.
Mine.
I think one's coming through
Nice.
top mid here.
if
Yeah.
I go ahead and booyah, I'm
Good.
gonna
Okay.
I have a booyah bomb. We have all 4 booyahs.
I'm just gonna take it and run it.
Alrighty.
Throw down, throw down.
Run.
Drop,
Ooh.
drop.
T-Tech flank.
Someone's gotta be.
I'm dead.
I got the flank.
Nice.
God, there we go. Wipe out. I'm going
Nice.
up. I am going forward, guys. Whee!
go,
Let's
go,
go,
go.
One's
Dia.
dead. Let's go.
And
Nice.
gotta get another
Oh,
one.
machine's gonna get me. I traded.
Just rush it.
Nice.
Got one.
Left
Nice
or
points.
right?
Worth.
Alright, now we can play much safer on this.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ah,
That's weak
This
now.
is called, let's see how long we can hold them out for.
Exactly.
I'm a safe zone.
I'm just gonna play it safe and swim back.
Oh, I
I'm
missed.
jumping in.
Oh,
First down.
Nice.
important.
Is that who got yours? That's no one in
Yes.
there. Okay.
We good.
Uh-oh.
Just
Top
waiting
right
on that
still. Right. One dropped right. It's a rapid.
What's going through that? It's the rapid. Pistol
Down
up
the
top
left.
there.
I'm gonna booyah it just to see what happens.
First down.
Machine, watch out.
Unfortunately, the
Shot
machine.
dead.
Nice,
got me.
Dia. Trying to paint for you. I poked the rapid twice.
Vacuum.
Maybe some. Pro is super weak.
Rainmaker should go
You're
down
trying
Whoa!
I got Rain.
so hard. to
Rain's
try
in
to
such a
pass
good
They-
corner!
Oh,
Yeah.
I got machine traded.
They're weak.
On the right.
Careful, love.
I can go ahead and jump in.
Nice.
It's not
one
fun to
weak.
put the Rainmaker in a stall
3
spot.
right.
for
Leon
us.
right.
Got one.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't get the pro.
Fine.
Oh, to your
Jesus.
left, to your left, to your
No,
left.
I'm not.
There's 2 left, 2 left. Dia, can I jump?
Uh-oh.
There's gotta be a Rainmaker
Okay,
pop
never
here.
mind. I'll just swim.
Yeah.
2 are rushing me. It's the Sheen and something else.
Okay. Oh,
Okay,
Dia's
there's
been
two there.
found.
Pro and another. Oh, T-Tech picked up.
Don't kill me.
Machine.
Rainmaker, that's my
That was really close.
Oh, vacuum chicken game! That's what that is! Left.
Chicken gaming.
I have a bum.
They're weak on the left.
Have fun with
Nice.
that chicken rainmaker. Oh,
Okay, they're stuck in
And
the
a
right
rapid.
corner right now. Rapid's in the right corner as
yeah.
well.
I can blue. I can blue.
I
I
out
have
of
mine.
them.
Save yours, save yours.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Up the ring.
There's one still up. It's
Yeah,
the
Rapid. Hello, Rapid.
Nice. Goodbye, Rapid.
The gem throne has been usurped. Oh, we ran into the, what is it? The tri-stringer from the last match. GG's, Veneria.
Nice. GG's.
GG's.
Jeez.
Watching a Quad Hydra stream for the first little bit, and then we go into a Hydra VOD review. So basically what we're doing is kind of showing, again, a lot of people have been complaining about double to triple backline, or potentially all quad backline. I haven't seen all quad backline get paired up before very often. Usually it's 3 and a shooter. But usually
I've seen it in 2, but not in 3.
Really? I've seen it in 3 actually plenty of times. And the worst part
No, the
is
quad.
I'm the third.
I've seen quad in 2, but not in 3.
Okay. I definitely seen 3 a lot.
Yeah.
But a lot of people complain about it, whether they're a backline or the front line. And I'm like, is there no balance to this? And the biggest thing is a lot of people more focus on their play and be like, why aren't my teammates doing this? Why aren't they doing that? One, you have to consider what weapon they are and how they play, which means you have to kind of change your pace a little bit. ProChara just got 5-star Stamper. Nice for Pro. I think that's supposed to be ProChara, but it's spelled wrong. But yeah,
Nice.
so that's why I decided to bring the Hydra criminals in for this, to show that more than one backline can work together as long as they coordinate. And you don't need VC to coordinate either. You just, look around, see how can you coordinate with this person. The Doolies is the right, one's going
I'm
for
top
Rain.
right.
I got the
Got one on
Rainmaker.
right.
Leader's on the
Ooh.
right.
Yeah,
Nope.
they got me. There's another one on right, they're actually behind Rainmaker now, though.
They're looking directly at me.
It is getting pushed out by that
Yeah.
other one. I'm gonna take a jump there.
Eh. I'm playing peekaboo with the E-leader. I was playing peekaboo with the E-leader.
They popped the juice on right.
Okay. The leader's on the top of
There's
Snipe.
also a
Yeah.
Oh! That one came out of nowhere.
Back mid.
One's coming up back.
One shot, one shot.
Oh my god.
Oh no, there's
Nice.
one more.
Back in
That
my
was
Oh, I traded with them.
I'm being
They're
rushed.
peeking on right side, we need to be careful.
Yeah, they're already up by.
Here, got 'em.
Nice pick, nice pick. They got checked though.
Thanks. It's fine.
You're right.
There's a beacon on the right or the left. I think
Suka's
it's it.
out.
Woo!
Oh, watch out!
Suka's
For,
down.
yeah. Just waiting. For
Figure's down.
Nice.
Nice.
On the check. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, well that's 3 for Dia. Moving up.
Taking the
Ooh.
beacon down.
Dapple's on me.
Oh,
I'm
Oh.
dead.
shoot.
On my
I see
own.
them. They wait through down.
Got 'em.
Nice. Up in. Oh, there's
I
another
can go ahead
here.
and grab.
I
and
am
run
one
if
shot.
I want.
No, I will
I'm in there.
survive.
Go feral.
I got it.
Oh, it worked
Nice.
somehow. Oh
No,
boy.
no
Oh boy.
trying.
Oh
Watch
boy.
out
Oh
them
boy.
dapples.
Oh,
Right.
Got the dapples.
No, there goes.
They're coming directly for me.
Alrighty, let's try to get that and keep pressing up with the pressure
Yeah.
we have. Nice.
That's a dead wipe.
I'm probably.
Who's got objective? Who's got objective?
8 is down, you just
I'll
down.
get it.
Oh, alrighty. I was gonna grab and run. As they popped.
Oh, there's one above me. Oh,
Okay, hi. Hello there. Oh, nice to meet you.
Oh,
No!
drop.
Sorry,
trade.
I missed the shot.
Good.
Okay, I'm jumping back.
Yeah, I'm not jumping here.
Oh, this is so unfortunate. Ugh!
Oh, okay.
Okay, well,
Hi there.
this
Okay.
does not
Yeah,
work anymore!
Idiot down.
I gotta love terrifying people like that.
We love.
Down. Okay. Up here.
Yeah, so that is a very non-traditional position I took, and I got to play hopscotch with a leader laser and a killer whale.
Nice.
Leader peekaboo! That is exactly what it was, Pippa! Oh, you got 3 arrow sprays on your rank up battle team today. I mean, at least they paint and can... yeah.
They can paint. If they team up, they can probably be very chaotic.
Guys, I ranked up to S+1 doing solely opens.
Nice.
Congrats.
I have not touched
Congratulations.
series since I got up to S+0
Understandable.
again, and I'm just like, well, we're S+1 off of opens.
Yeah, I don't think I've touched series since I managed to get to S+0.
The poor leader, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
They tried.
The leader got bullied into
The
oblivion
interesting
of
part is usually we're the ones that get bullied by the leaders, so we're just giving it karma. Sorry,
Like, if you have
leaders.
backlines, like a solo backline going against multiple, it just makes your life so much worse.
Yeah, it does.
You just have to. That
Yeah.
leader has to wake up and realize that it had to go against four Hydras.
I know it definitely couldn't do it itself, but it sure did try. Like, it tried to aim that shot on me a bunch of times. It just about got the snipe when I dropped from Booyah Bomb, too. It was literally like 0.5 of a second off of that snipe.
Oof.
I could feel its pain.
Man,
It'd be like that.
as someone who tried to play leader, man.
Yeah.
I show no sympathy for 8 years.
Same kind, even though I played it at one point.
I'll look left.
coming?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I got him.
Nice.
It's just
No
heavy.
hammer?
Heavy's being chased! Oh my gosh, you can see its pain!
Oh god, that poor
It's one shot. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see the card.
One there,
My
yeah.
bad.
Got him.
Nice.
Nice. Just us, yeah.
That
can't
was
see.
such
careful.
a splat bath. Oh my goodness.
I gotcha.
Okay, Moon.
I think-
I'll let you look. Oh, to the right.
One's weak here.
There we go.
Down.
Oh, carbon on the
Oh.
right, left,
Okay, yeah,
left.
yeah.
Carbon.
I got him.
Headed up.
Good.
They cannot survive that. But they did. They're on left with someone else.
Oh, covering.
Got one?
On my X.
Oh,
There's a jump
oh,
into them
okay.
as well.
I got that.
Oh,
Jump
surprise!
in as well. Oh yeah, there's a jump in. Carbon.
Oh.
Uh,
I'm playing safe.
Wait, 3 of them have ninja squid. No wonder. Okay.
Oh!
Yes.
Wait, no, only one has ninja
one
squid.
ninja squid and 3
I mean-
stealth.
3 stealth, whatever.
Same thing in a way.
Same difference.
Nice. Carbon coming out.
I'm gonna go down here. Yep. Wiper and
Yep.
carbon. Not wiper. What is that? There was a second one up there. It is a wiper.
It is
Okay.
wiper.
There is a carbon up here too. You're not wrong. And it's bullying me
Oh.
relentlessly.
It wants your
Not the
bone.
Zuka.
It got
Rain
my
is
bone.
down.
Let's go.
Okay, so now in description, I'm kind of working with Moon
Honors
here.
down.
Now, if Moon would have been able
Heavy
to get a
sound.
charge off, I was gonna release mine afterwards. So now Boo's charging. Okay, I don't
hi.
have to worry about my charge.
Nice.
I can't throw bombs today. I've learned. Oh, there was one sharking on the ramp.
Carbon
I'm back
Y.
in here.
Oh, come here.
Way.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
hammer.
yeah.
Goodbye. Oh, that's
Adios.
a sploosh. I didn't get him. Oh, I did get one. Sploosh on the right. There you go. I got him.
Nice.
Left. There you go.
One more
Oh,
over there.
Dia's
Hold
going
on.
for check.
One
Let's
more.
go.
Oh, careful, Dia.
Aw. The carbon's waiting right there. They're hanging right. I think there's a jump behind
Something
them.
just moved right. Hold on.
It's
I'm just looking for movement now.
Oh,
Wiper's got
Yeah,
that
there's something
pop.
right.
Yep. It's probably right under me too.
Nice.
push down.
Yeah, it's
The
carbon.
carbon's under right. I believe.
Got Wiper.
Nice. Heavy
Got Heavy.
right behind.
Empty! Good luck, Boo.
On me,
Carbon
on me, on me.
station after
Yeah,
Boo.
it was
No,
here
It's
in the
on-
middle somewhere.
It's on me though.
Oh,
I got checked
Carbon's
though.
killed me.
nice
Just
check.
you.
Nice check. I'm a wait.
Hmm.
They're going to go straight up ramp. Oh, one's right here. Hello, you could see me. Hello, Inkzuka.
That's the wrong button.
Oh, I got two.
You're doing great, Boo.
Come
I'm
here.
simply living.
One more that right side.
That's a hammer.
Yeah,
Hammer.
That's a hammer.
Okay,
What's up?
Okay, the hammer's on the right and Rainmaker's right behind
Carbon's
it. We got the
traded.
left. Good.
They yeeted the hammer.
They yeeted it. Oh,
Hang on, here comes the carbon again.
Yeah.
That's not
Nice
the
That
carbon.
trade.
was splash. Or sploosh. It was the rat.
Wiper left.
On your side.
I'm gonna go ahead and do
Snipe.
it.
It's one
Wiper.
shot.
Jumping,
I know they're
jumping.
gonna
It's
go
one.
up there.
Carbon right here. Woo!
Woo!
That's a wiper.
Oh,
Our ramp.
Here comes the splash.
Splash, splash. Oh boy,
Help,
chicken.
help. Woo.
Uh,
Okay, wait.
Chicken
Okay,
be
wait.
funny.
Okay, wait. Help.
You good?
no.
Oh, wait, there's a hammer. Wait, there's a hammer.
It's down.
Yeah!
All right, we good.
I'm living.
All right, well, secondary,
Oh,
booyah.
yeah.
Okay, there's another one in the corner here. In the corner. Our side.
Third
I have another
booyah.
booyah.
Your eyes
Oh
were
no, they
off.
landed in the same place. No.
Oh.
Oh, the sploosh got me. Okay.
Oh, they know I'm behind
Nice.
them. I
Making a
got
good
hit
short.
by the Rainmaker shot. Sad.
It'd be like that.
Let's go up here. I'm gonna take the top right. Dia's down low. We got two on the left, so this is where I go.
I'm my booyah here. He's not.
Bars.
Got one.
Hammer.
Here we go.
Nice,
Oh.
just Rain.
Nice,
Wait,
Rainmaker.
wait.
Come here, Rain. Thank you.
I
Oh.
Watch for jump stars.
Nobody saw that.
saw that on my map.
God
Accident.
dang.
Don't worry.
Yeah, there's one still up here.
Whoopsie daisies.
Got it.
Your eyes were off, buddy.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize that there was actually no ground there.
Difficult.
One side of pop. Yeah,
Content.
grab that
I'm gonna
soon.
booyah ahead just to chase him
They're
out.
right
Quick,
here.
man.
Yes, Gruffy, we did play against you guys. GG's from earlier. What's going on in here? We are showing off how backlines can actually work with each other, win or lose. It's still fun in the end. Because
I
a lot of
can't
people
believe-
come across a lot of backlines nowadays in solo queue, and I hear a lot of complaining. So, we're showing otherwise.
I can't believe, after all of that nonsense, I was sitting there just I don't even know what I was doing. How did I live most of that?
That's a good question. I don't
You're
know.
a ghost.
I just watched on the map as the sploosh is just going in like figure eights and around the sides, and here's Boo just living.
Who's a ghost? They're built different.
There's a All I'm saying is I should
You've
not
seen the
have.
comment, and you're like,
There, I
"Is this
should've-
real?"
I should have died way more times than what I did. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Scruffy, it is reals. Welcome to what we call Hydra crimes, where four get together. But we're only doing this for another 15 minutes, and then we are going into a Hydra
Aw.
VOD review.
Yay! Cell phone Tetris. And that's it.
Yep.
Moving right.
Someone's going right. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
One
Hey,
behind the
I
mid block.
took-
Mid block.
Whoa!
Okay, busy. Read a bomb out.
Oh!
The rat and machine are teaming up together.
Oh,
Be
I'm in
careful of
trouble on
splash
the right.
damage.
Yep.
You
Thank
are.
you.
I got
Two
one.
more on the right. They're specialing. Behind our
When we-
checkpoint.
Mini booyah.
Uh-oh, I fell.
I can booyah bomb him
Only
now.
one
But-
thing to
oh,
do.
there goes Gia.
Yeah, I'll be behind you in 2
Rain.
seconds.
Ah, dang it,
Oh, I
Tetris
couldn't
leave.
aim.
I guess just two.
Don't let that.
No! I
Unfortunate.
wave aimed. Whoops.
Whoopsie doodles.
I'm pressing the wrong
Oh,
button.
unfortunate. You almost had that read too.
I was actually going for
Yeah,
the Rainmaker instead of the person
were you? Oh,
in front of
okay.
me. Yeah. I got 2 shots off.
Yeah, I was like, they kind of went in front of you, and then they went to the side, but yeah, you almost got that one. I wave aimed on the Tetris. I'm like, I knew which way they were going, but my hand went that way and then went straight back, and I'm like, oh, I needed to keep my aim to the left.
In that position, I go for Rainmaker instead because I need to wait for you all to get up.
Yeah.
And trying to get that down just delays so much more than getting like a single kill.
Mm. Yeah, no, that was a good move. Can you ask me to dab on stream?
The ultimate question.
I mean, I can
Can
change
you-
to the dab emote later. There's your dab.
Oh?
Has Jim ever actually dabbed on stream for you guys? Has he ever actually done that for you? Or does he still just say no, never?
That's great and all, but can you dab for me?
Because there could have been times where maybe he did it for some people, but
It sounds
was
like
AFK,
stalling.
But yeah, no,
It will happen eventually.
he has not
Promise.
dabbed. And you'll be the cool substitute teacher.
Good.
Wasn't I
That's
always
wham.
the cool substitute teacher?
Just Boo and Dia running.
I know.
Keep that down.
I have
Flashback
full
to the
run speed and I am
Hydra
going to use...
friendship.
Oh, that's a tent.
Oh, traded with
yeah.
Running with the tent. The tent is currently...
Oh,
is
hello,
it-
tent.
Hit bed.
Oh,
I
The
got
yeah.
last, the last.
It was not running with the tent.
They have a beacon at their snipe. That was jumped into.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there were 3 down.
Also, 10 and V-shot with Ninja and the red and everything except for 10
That one's super
himself.
late
Nice.
on. Nice kill.
That was
Got
such
one.
good fall off there.
I'm
Work.
picking up and running.
Behind the check here, because 10's gonna be behind it. Yep.
Oh,
That's weak.
Oh!
Oh, they're still here.
There's a
I just
shield
have to
at
know which
UVS.
way. There they are, but that's a torpedo.
They're just
Behind me,
fucking
behind me,
on
drop
that
moon, watch out.
Yeah, I'm running.
Good, good.
Chase the Hydra, you get the booyah.
I picked one off.
Another.
V-shot is chilling.
Oh,
Oh,
Zuko
that's a
up on
Zuka,
me.
yep.
Nope, I'm dead.
Y'all get zooped.
I got zocked. I mean, is it what? Thing.
Oh, right here on the check. Yeah, I got pinched. I got one with the chicken.
Nice. Oh, I got by the Rainmaker.
It's all good.
One fort.
I'll come out
Okay.
in the middle here.
Nice.
Just saw that Rainmaker for me. I'm gonna pop 3 up behind them.
Nice.
Got one.
Nice. You got the tent too. 1, 2 up top right here.
Oh, on right, Debbie. Watch
Yep,
it right.
I know.
Yep. On me.
Other
Oh,
one
we got
shot.
They're jumping in as well.
They're on the wall.
I bet you. Oh,
Oh, never
I
mind.
think I was gonna say. I bet y'all.
Oh,
You're-
they're looking at me.
Oh, Zuka.
Oh, hello.
Nope, there goes Dev.
Yeah, they both just came through,
Yeah.
and I'm like, ooh. I will explain, if chat wants to explain to,
I picked one.
Love Mickey here while we're in
Got
game,
the,
that would be fantastic. Nice, I got the tent.
Wait.
Nice.
I'm gonna go take mid. Oh, wait, there's gonna be one on the left here. They
Yeah.
can jump. They jumped.
Oh.
They're
Oh, I
weak.
didn't. Hello.
Oh, they're on me still?
I got
Nice.
a chicken splat, and I got their beacon.
Good.
Nice.
This one coming around from the right. Never mind, I backed up. Painting it underneath the ledge. Oh, they're one shot! Ah! No!
Behind you.
Yeah,
Can
10
be
got
upon
me.
I'm gonna go ahead and booyah it then.
Go feral.
Please.
Throw it right over.
Okay, so
You
we're in a
take
good
the
spot
one?
here. I'll take to the right of Boo here.
Got one.
One more is gonna be right below.
Another one, wait.
Yep, 2 right. 3
Oh,
right?
yeah. I'm just spreading damage. That's all.
I got one,
One's
there we
down,
go.
3 down.
I'll move up here. Oh, there's one on me. I found the last one.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
I got Tarek.
There, it was on my out somewhere. Oh, mid. There you
Mid.
go, there you
Nice.
go, there you go. There's a beacon on their snipe. They're gonna be in pretty quick.
Yeah. There's a tent and others on me.
I'm gonna follow up that booyah with another booyah.
Tent down.
Okay. Oh, that's a bomb.
T-Tech's moving in on me.
Okay,
Down.
let's see if we can. Oh,
Nice.
okay. I'm gonna come in from the left. Oh, on their snipe. I hit him twice. There we go.
Got one. Nice.
That's 3.
Nice.
Oh,
Two
I have
minis down
Booyah Bomb.
too.
Get check.
Got
Top
it.
right.
Yeah.
One is super weak up on top.
I'm gonna
right.
put,
My jet shield out though.
Oh,
One
one
jump
down.
on
Right down.
Chance down.
On their snipe. Woo.
Okay. Here, take Jet down.
Okay, I'm going back
Oh,
up
Zuka?
top.
Sure, it's a good
nice.
trade, Zuka.
2. I'm moving back in.
Nice.
Oh,
there.
on you.
Oh, they're weak.
I picked up.
No.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm moving. I'm moving.
Rain's down, rain's down.
Nice.
I'm
I'm
dead.
moving up. I have
Nice.
Booyah Bomb. There's one by me somewhere. I don't know
Okay.
where. Finding.
One's up on
Somewhere.
rain.
Okay.
T-Tech's here too.
It's 2.
They jump.
Got 1.
I forgot. Oh, there was
On Snot.
Okay, let's try to burst it. We can keep control here.
I'm throwing Booyah.
Now, if y'all want to grab and run ahead with that.
On their snipe is 10.
Tent's down.
Nice.
Oh,
I've got a Booyah here.
Oh.
Got another.
I
T-Tech's
missed the
down.
Booyah Bomb.
Yo, grab. Should I grab?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You gotta work with them.
One's back. Weak.
I'm gonna jump
Up
into
my
Rainmaker.
Booyah
Go
here.
left. Good. One in front of Rain. In front of Rain.
Good down.
Nice.
Recreate's safe.
Oh, no.
yeah.
I just went to run for it. Unfortunate.
I was right. I just like maybe I could shark here and swim forward, but they didn't go for the pop. And I'm like, ooh, okay. But yeah, Mickey, we're just playing with quad here just to see like you can work with other backlines. Like it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just gotta know how to work.
sometimes, like, yes, the comps move against you, because, yeah, what is it, Torresina goes, however, the fact that the wait time for a comp like this is so fast is proof that Splatoon's matchmaking is completely broken. And, I mean, when you go across, when you have 4 backlines on one team and 4 shooters on the other, yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it? But sometimes it just happens.
Okay.
Okay, this will be the last game.
Aw, man.
Unless we knock it out.
Unless, yeah, well, let's try to knock it out.
Yeah.
And also keep in mind that the 3 out of the 4 of us do main this weapon. So we have a little bit of an advantage when we're taking 4 Hydras into this, because we can kind of like play 2 roles, same
Oh
time.
no, they're back!
But we have
They're back.
Hammerhead!
Hammerhead. Exactly.
A big part of getting
They'll
good
never
with Hydra
expect
is
Hydra.
knowing like how to play it fast.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And in this game, speed rewards you.
Mm-hmm.
2 are already.
What's moving up on us?
2 directly
Two,
below me on the
Oh,
right.
God.
right?
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, hello, Rainmaker.
I don't know if that tends.
I got him.
Nice.
Wipe. I am just rushed.
Yeah, I'm
They
here
don't have
with
a
you.
beacon down either.
I'll grab him and go for a sec.
One dropped down right.
To my right.
I got rushed by another.
Oh,
Two down.
oh, I'm gonna get dropped on probably. To my right.
Whoa! That
Oh, mini booyah.
How did that tit live?
Uh-oh. You got objective,
That's by
Moon?
Rain.
Yeah, I grabbed.
Nope,
Yeah, I got.
oh wait, okay.
Got his dead. Nope.
Oh,
They got me.
there was one behind
Okay.
you. Let us know that there was one there.
Dia's
They
fighting him
started
right
the
now.
jump. Yeah.
Shoot.
There's 2 there.
Yeah.
Jump it in, boo.
You're good.
Oh, you go, though.
I was like, maybe I could get a chicken off, but my hand was
No.
not on the button.
Yeah.
Got one with the chicken. Ah! I have no way. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I've
booyah.
got none either.
Okay, I'll take the left.
Rain down.
Nice.
Got one.
I'm on the
Up
far
my
left.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that over there for you.
There's a beacon.
Yeah, where at now?
Oh god.
Brello
right
was on the
side.
right somewhere.
2 on right,
Okay.
2 on right. Kent's one
Oh,
of them.
shoot. Yeah, one's coming to
There's
me.
one going over there to you.
Middle,
Oh, Ken
middle,
is-
middle on the right.
Kent down, nice.
Uh,
Middle there, middle one's on right. Under you, man.
Oh,
Okay, I
where
gotta
at?
watch left now. They have a beacon there.
I'm gonna get the beacon.
Yep, it's on that right side.
Oh, Christ, I got sniped
Oh,
by,
I
yeah,
got
it's
them.
on me.
yeah, I got Zuka sniped.
Oh, hello. Thank you for the pop. I got the Brella.
I'm gonna
No
rush
problem.
forward.
Nice.
One's on right still.
Right. Yep.
Got them.
If I
There's
take
still a
it and
beacon
run
there?
forward,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take it and
Popping
run
through.
forward.
Yeah, there's another one here, I think, too.
There's
Oh,
two
fair
in
one.
front of me, so. Brella, watch. Brella's gonna be in front of Rain. Gonna shred
I'm
it.
gonna watch this thing for now.
Anyone, okay, they're vacuing.
I love it.
No,
I traded.
that's fine.
Traitor.
Uh-oh. Ugh! The jump off.
Why
Oh,
does my
shoot.
camera like to do this to me? Alright, I'm back. I'm back on my phone. Oh, that's
Right
his
below
phone,
me,
no.
too.
Boys, wait, got one down.
Woo! I couldn't get through the grate. Right side
Okay.
was one.
Hi,
There you
buddy.
go. There you go.
Oh, I got two!
Nice. Okay. Objective?
Nice.
Kent is still up here.
I'll be in
Oh.
shortly.
Kent's down,
Nice.
Kent's down.
Okay.
I'm picking
Nice.
it up and just
Good
bringing
shot.
it back.
I can't squid
Bring
roll
it.
now. I'm in too much ink.
Take it back now, y'all.
Dang. I'll go ahead and booyah.
One's watching me,
Oh,
one's
on
watching
me,
me.
on me.
Junior is on ramp, 2 on ramp.
Oh,
Better not. Uh-oh.
no brain cell.
Oh, there's one behind me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good luck.
It's alright. Okay, we do have lead. Let's get control of ramp. Nice.
They backed as well.
Oh, they're up
T-Dex
here.
up here.
Nice.
Nice.
I got
Thank you.
you.
Rain is down.
The stunt.
Nice.
Tent's on the right. Just
I
sharking
see
below
someone.
here. Oh, behind
Yeah.
mid. I got the beacon. I'm being
Nice.
targeted.
I'm
Someone
sorry,
might
but-
be on
Kent's
the
on
left.
me.
It's fine.
Okay. There we
Kent's
go.
on, nice,
On
thank you.
left.
Two on the left throwing bombs. Lots of bombs. Oh, hello.
Hey, one's watching you.
Bomb the
Nice.
beat.
I'm dead to a bomb.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Wavebreaker's still
they do
alive.
like that.
Tent and the custom
have to back
junior
out.
on their
That's hard
snipe,
to get me.
snipe and stuff.
Did one drop here?
I might die here.
Oh, I'm just keep going.
I'm just gonna booyah it.
Thank you! Okay, we're two down.
Careful of the,
Oh, they
Okay,
never
it's just
really
here, just here.
getting that.
Watch the back.
One for rain. Hello,
Nice.
Tent.
Nice.
I'm
One
above
on
you,
the
Devvy.
finger.
One's on
Yeah,
on
there's two,
the
there's
side.
two, there's two. Get controller ramp. We need to get controller ramp.
I got this,
Good, good.
Hey,
Alright, I'm watching ramp. I'm watching ramp.
got another.
They are nice,
another?
3 down. Keep control of that ramp.
10.
Good,
On my
good,
ass,
good.
on my ass. You're going for boo?
Got it.
Nice.
Nice
They don't even have
catch.
beacons. They have something.
Jumping
Just
in.
throw your
boo.
bombs at this.
Or our fire.
Just fire.
Yeah, I don't want to see the test.
Alright, let's catch up a chat. Oh, is this Hydra Crimes? Yes, makeshift Hydra Crimes before we do this VOD. So that was our last game of Hydra
Yes.
Crimes.
Oh man.
It's not the end of the world. You as a heavy splatling, you could still go as quad heavy. I did a quad heavy run at the start of Splat 3 here with a few friends. It was me, iMad, Samino, and Leaf.
I mean,
What's
quad
my-
heavy would be much easier too.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of works a little better in this game, but you know what? It was still cool. We had runs with all of the Splatlings in the end when we did
Yeah.
our quad run.
Hey, nice.
Alrighty, so we hit
Oh.
stop and Moon.
Alrighty.
Your review, you are good to stay. And I guess what is it, DF? You want to stay if get tips, but I think you said you had stuff to do later. So if you got to go do that, that's all good. Otherwise, I will
I can
take control.
I will stay in chat and give some tips, but I work in about an hour, so.
Sounds good. Anyway,
Alrighty.
thanks for joining us again. Honor to have you here, Dia. Boo, thank you for coming to join with Hydra Crimes from the OG squad. And we had some subs lined up too in case you guys couldn't make it. So appreciate it.
Mhm.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Okay, so Moon, I am going to get my view to you in a second. I just have to change something on my screen here.
Alrighty.
We are going to do a screen switch, and also I'm going to check chat real quick here. Let's double check some chat messages here.
Hey.
Okay. As a Hydra main, I was quite pleased to drop into and find this. Find you all running find you all running Hydra like that. I can read, I swear. Yeah, it's something we tend to do, especially in S2 when Hydra was feeling the pain of the meta. We just kind of grouped up and we're like, you know what? Who cares about the meta? Let's just do what we love to do anyway. So we still quadded into it and made do. So. I still think one of my top sets towards the end of S2 was Manta Maria Tower or Manta Maria Clams. One of the two, or was it Rain Me? Anyway, it was Manta Maria. And the other team went triple missile, and I think they had armor or something, and I had V Hydra, and it was Manta Maria. Yeah, we managed to win that game. And I actually got splashdown splats out of that. So it was a fun game to play. And you're struggling, you're consistently stuck at S. Winning and losing the same amount roughly. I'm not sure how I could be playing better and what I'm missing to be able to do better. A lot of it is realizing how well you can actually work with the other players. When you go into solo queue, a lot of people take the perspective as, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. Okay, now that I've done my job, my teammates should be doing also their job. Yes, they should be doing their job, but sometimes with the weapons that they play, something might block them from being able to do what they want to do. So sometimes you might have to change your play style a little bit, be able to work around them, see what you can do to work around them. That might help out. A lot of it is positioning adjustments, which we will be getting to in this review as well. It's going to be a lot of positioning adjustments of when to engage, disengage, and just kind of certain ways of how to hold the push stronger and keeping yourself alive, especially on a backline perspective. When are we doing Quad Expo? I don't know, Vapor. Why don't you plan something?
I'd be game for that.
I'd do Quad Expo with you. Will this be rewatchable later? You want to show a friend? I can totally post a replay code if you so wish me to. Thank you for the shout out, Jamie. Manta needs to return. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's check the other chat. The fall off. Yes, we had some nice fall off coordination there. I think sometimes Tri-Stringer can work with other backlines, but it feels exhausting to get absolutely destroyed so easily. I get that. And I mean, in all honesty, Hydra can feel the same way depending on what it's up against. But with Tri-Stringer, I know it's kind of got a weak close range 1v1 matchup, so you really got to make sure you're keeping your distance as much as possible. With the Tri-Stringer, knowing how long you need to charge for, how quick you can actually shoot your arrows for the poke, and use your miss to help you too. Just get as much space as possible. What's my gear ability set? Let me show you while I set this other screen up. Scream? I'm not screaming. It needs to load here. That's weird. I've lost my window.
No!
Hang on. I had a window that had my game view on it, and I lost it for some reason. I don't know where it went. Hang on. Trying to find it. In the meantime, let me get my ability set up for you. Here we go. Hide that. Okay. I got it. Now I gotta get my screens all set back up here. Hang on. I got this. Okay. So this is my ability set. I run LDE, run speed, and ink recovery up as mains. That has been working the best for me. I used to run, I think I had Object Shredder on before, so, and then Dia gave me a lesson on a VOD that I had, and recommended this ability, and it was a very good recommendation, Dia. I appreciate that one. It's helped me out quite a bit. So I've got a bunch of different shoes that I've been working in and out on. I've got a Sub-Saver one. I've got, I'm working on a Stealth Jump one. And for my glasses, I interchange between my heavy ones now. These are my heavy splatling glasses. I interchange between those ones, and then for Hydra crimes, I'm working on quick respawn and comeback. So, yeah, that's that. Oh, also, I realized I didn't do the thing that you guys wanted. So, ready? There you go. There's your dab on stream.
Oh. I didn't even see it.
Nightbot doing Nightbot things. Okay. Hello, I'm sorry if that's... I don't know how to say your name, but that's what it looks like, so that's what I said. Heart to you too. How much run speed would you recommend to be the bare minimum for playing Hydra? I'd say, like, 2 mains, or, like, 1 main and 3 subs, or 1 main, 4 subs. Something like that is my general recommendation. That's kind of the bare minimum, but it's whatever's comfortable to you. Hydra builds are very flexible, so yeah. Fia's here. Hello, Fia. Fia comes in with the charger. Another day, Fia. Another day. I will pull out my E-leader, and even though it's not my strong suit, I will pull out the E-leader for you guys. Okay, so let's get to Moon's review here. Now, I have to switch a screen. Let's get this up. Oh, hang on. Now you can see my face. Okay, you can see that now. Moon, I need you to tell me if you can see this. And, stream can't see that, though. You can't see anything. Never mind. Hang on. Stream can't see this either. I just realized. That's weird. Oh, I know why.
Why?
Hang on. That's why. Now stream can see the smiley face, but you need to see it now. Hang on. Oh, I need to... Okay, so, Moon, you're not going to be able to hear sound, just so you know.
That's fine. The smiley face. Love to see it.
Getting used to Splatoon went a lot more with the Hydra. Do you have recommendations for gear? Now, here's the sad part about this, Nova. I never got the chance to play S1. I never owned a Wii U, and I never had any friends who had Splatoon on the Wii U. I've watched friends play it and stuff like that, but I've never been able to play the S1 Hydra. So, yeah.
I'm sure if you look around, though, you can
Did I
find
single-handedly
builds
fix
somewhere.
the Madden machine for Jim? The Madden machine? Am I missing something?
Huh?
I know the smiley face is still on screen, guys. So you can see this, Moon?
Yep.
Okay. That is not what we want to play. This is what we want to play.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to let this play out for a second and show off abilities, and then I will restart it. So, Moon, you said you're one who likes to shot call like abilities and stuff like that. So you're usually the map opener at the start, right? And all that?
Yep. They
So-
also call out who's down and everything, too.
You know what, let's do it like this. I like to take always a second and analyze the abilities because it usually tells you kind of a strategy of what teams like to do. Okay, so we're looking at the abilities right now. So we've got on your side, oh, you're running Respawn Punisher. I didn't even notice that.
Yep.
I noticed that in the games, but I didn't know if you run the same thing here or not.
Yeah. Usually I have just, like, one set of gear. I just run for that weapon.
Okay.
But I might do more. I might make a LBE build, too.
Okay. And usually a lot of times on some backlines when they decide to run Respawn Punisher, now I know a lot of times they ran it to to take out coolers. But in this case, not a lot of people run cooler. So you just use it to try to punish the front lines, and so your front lines have more times to do things. Is that your objective with Respawn Punisher, or what's your objective for it?
Huh?
Like,
I
what do
didn't
you
hear.
for a Respawn Punisher? Like, were you running it for like for cooler purposes, or is it just to be the dominant backline?
Yeah, it was originally for cooler, but now I just run it to run it.
Okay. And what are your do you have run or any swim on your sub abilities?
I think I did. Let me check my build.
Actually, I could look on the app too.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
Let me check the app here real quick.
Yeah, I have a sub of run speed and then 2 subs of swim.
Okay, so yeah, that'll help a little bit. But I think even with the 2 subs of swim, I think you're it'll be there. So yeah, that'll help you there. With that for escaping and all that, and you do some decent escapes here and there. There's a few that we'll point out in the middle of this review that could be prevented. So now let's take a look at the other team here as well. So they have 2 stealth, and it's actually their heavy that has stealth. One of them, which we don't see often, but of course we heard that Dia does run stealth here and there as well. And I can see it being used more, especially in this game. So even I was looking into it the other day. Ninja Squid Jr., that one's definitely an interesting one, and also run speed. That one kind of interests me a little bit.
Yeah.
Glugas are going for more paint. They want to make sure they have a lot of shots to be able to finish people off, and this just looks standard to me. So I don't see too much concerns off the get-go. Although by looking at their comp, is there anything that threatens you?
Most I can think of is Tri-Strike and Booyah because they can displace me, and then the bubble because it can prevent me from getting splats.
Okay, but that threatens you? Like, is that gonna scare you?
Not really. At least in the start.
I was gonna say the answer should be no. And we'll find that in the VOD.
Yeah.
If anything, the bubble is an indication. And I will get to there of why the bubble is more of an indication than a threat. But you're looking at specials as a threat. Main weapon-wise, none of them really threaten you. If anything, my biggest threat would honestly be the Glugas when they get close. Otherwise, there's nothing that really threatens you here. You have the longest range. You're able to just completely sky dominant when you get up into like this position here. Tower can protect you, so if you get up into, let me move this over a little bit. If you can get up over into this one right here, you have a lot of like free reign over top, and then you can also see kind of what's happening underneath here, although you do have a blind spot here. So you just have to remember that. Depending on who's all alive. So if they're like, if they do have one down or something like that, it's not bad to come up here, but still keeping an eye on here. And if you throw like a chicken or something here, like if you're not sure, the chicken will run off if there's someone on the wall.
Yeah.
So that's a nice indication. But yeah, so really no big threats. Yes, not the Zuka, but the Tri-Strike and the Booyah Bomb, can displace, but those are avoidable. The bubble's a very big indication. Wavebreaker you can just destroy. Otherwise you have a lot of control here. You just have to be aware of the squid surges, and this is I call Flounder Heights the Jack in the Box map. Now I don't know if any of you guys have heard me commentate lately on a couple tournaments. More particularly, what did I say this? I said this on Ludi tonight. With Flounder Heights, and it's the Jack in the Box map because all of the front lines love this, and they love to squid surge up or just swim up the wall and just like cancel it, like cancel even jumping, so they cancel it and then just swim straight on. But it's always like a surprise, or they could be like a jump scare. And so to me, it's what I like to call the Jack in the Box map. So you really have to make sure that the walls are painted or you can see one side of the wall, and if you're very like paranoid of another, you can use your sub to check the other side, and the chicken will move around to it. And if it does happen to chase or run off, you know someone's on the wall ready to jump scare you.
Yeah. I also paint the walls I noticed are painted with the enemy ink. If you at least once you'll see too.
Okay, so let's go into the game here now that we've taken a look at their comp and stuff. So let's go back to the start here. So we play this out here and try to find the initial position. Your fellow players are already in there. I like starting up here myself. We'll take a look at this pause right here. So we do see a bomb. We see somebody right here. And your Glugaz is over here somewhere. So the initial read here is you basically have a complete surveillance of where everybody is right now. And this is pretty good. This is why I like this spot. The only problem is when you run out of ink, you have to go back on the wall, or you can just come down here. The other spot I like is actually up here, because it surveys this left wall, and your teammates can watch the right wall. But this works just as good, so I like this starting point for you in this case. So let's see how this goes, because I can't quite remember, even though I watched this 3 times. Nice, we throw the chicken out. It didn't pick up the other person because they're too far back. Now, something that Moon is also doing that I'm going to point out that's really nice is Moon is actually shooting up over here, up by this wall. Even though the chicken didn't read, you could see that a player, actually I think 2 players went underneath. So Moon's actually blocking off their Squid Surge jump route, because Hydra can shred the Squid Surge pretty easily when they're going up and coming back down. The 4 shots should be able to land. And get that pick. So this is a nice clearance of this area. So that way, what is it? T's actually going this way, and doesn't quite have any cover there. So I'm not too sure what the call out was at the start here for any of them, but we see this is your hero shot, and this is your T tech or splash. What was T playing?
T was splash, Twisty was
splash.
T-Tech,
Okay.
and
Twisty's down.
Eli was hero.
Okay, this is T-Tech right here. Okay.
Yeah.
So is your T-Tech the supportive weapon? Kind of?
I think so? I don't remember.
Okay. Well, we'll see where they go towards this, but we know where the players are. We kind of got them there. You're locking out this surge as T's trying to come in from the other side. However, there are 2 people here, and then T's down here. If T reveals themselves, these 2 can definitely jump on it, especially the person that's behind them, which I think is one of the shooters. I'm just not too sure which one. Unless if they're down there. I cannot remember which one was which. My memory is horrible for short term. But anyway, we know there's 2 players.
Like
there are 2 players under this bridge right now, and the other 2 are up on top. So we got a nice surveillance area. And Dia also made a point in chat that it's worth noting safer positions are going to be preferred specifically because of respawn Punisher. Yeah. So this wall is actually definitely a good start out. Because if they happen to take the first pick right off the bat in middle, you have an escape route behind you. Meanwhile, when you're down in this pit here, you don't have one. So playing on the edge of this pit with respawn Punisher is probably going to be your ideal. So kind of like literally from, I don't know if you can see this line, it's kind of meshed into the orange. I'm trying to bolden it a little bit. But
yeah,
your escape route's going to be over here, and you kind of got to play the end of the line. But if you have to back up, your initial backup route's going to be this back right. And that's just something to remember, because if you happen to station, up here, the most you can do is maybe drop down and get behind that. There's a left, like there's a wall here, that's up high. So if you can like drop down and get behind it, but that takes a lot of time and swim. So your best route's gonna be right. This is just a secondary potential method if you can make it work, and I know I use it more often than I think I should, but it works. But yeah, Anywho, so we got a good start here, and I like what you're doing by taking off this one Squid Surge route for your two teammates here. So with your help controlling this, they should be able to move in here. So that was a nice play. And you can see they try to move into that, however, the other team is closer. And just so chat knows, I didn't mention this, but this is also a scrim. So this is Crab Rave versus the name is slipping my mind again.
Timely Splats.
Timely Splats. There we go. So yeah, Crab Rave versus Timely Splats in a scrim, and they did have VC and callouts, but this is a replay VOD, so I won't have access to that. But yeah, so here we are at the start. So the other team does have the tower. We see Twistifer looking at the tower, and so are you. You are charging for this. Now, bubbles up, right?
Yeah.
This is the first indication that will say bubbles up, and you're just starting a charge. The nice part is that they're one down. So what you're probably going to do here is shred this, which you do. And T does go in. You do have teammates around here, but it looks like T does get caught while your other teammate's on the wall. So your teammate kind of got stuck there while not having as much pressure before the bubble was shred. So a bit unfortunate, but now we have a little bit of a problem here in just in this given situation right here. We're really going to be relying on how do you pronounce, is it Eli or
Eli?
Elysium? Eli? I just want to double check because I'm horrible at pronunciation sometimes.
That's valid.
So Eli's up here looking to try to maybe stall the person behind here, but Twistifer's also with you, which means the person that was also behind here shooting at Twistifer is going to be shooting at both of you, which is going to make it really hard on you because Twistifer just went to you and this bubble was up, so we want to already kind of be moving to the right just in case something bad happens. But in the end, you're able to pick off the person anyway. In worst case scenario, I definitely adjust yourself more to this right corner so you have an escape route back. Because if this person didn't go down, that could have been bad for you or Twistifer. Not too sure which one they would have went for. It would have been either of you. But if it was you, it would have been bad, especially with you already being previously damaged here. And you have respawn Punisher, so we have to be careful of that. But, however, we've lost 2 members. They've lost 1. We'll see if maybe you could find another pick here or just control. That was,
Yeah, I caught that earlier when watching, just trying to figure out any questions.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I think with one of the things here is also we didn't quite have your teammates in. It looked even, but in the end, you guys still had like the player disadvantage. You still moved up. I don't think you were aware of this person on the wall still, especially when we knew that 2 were lurking down here to begin with, and then there was that fight on the tower. I don't remember seeing the other person really come up, or if they did, they backed up. But either way, this is still a little iffy to me, especially when it's still purple. So one thing I would recommend with Flounder in general, because we saw you move up. Now let me back up just a little bit. Let me back up right here. What a pause. So you move up right after a pick happens, and was there a call to potentially move forward?
Not that I remember.
Okay. So in this case, it's still kind of a neutral state. You both have 1 member down at the time. However, I believe yours is still a bit behind because I think yours is behind. I can't remember. But anywho, it's still an even state. And as far as we know, the other 3 are across their midline, and of course we see this guy coming up to do the jack-in-the-box move, the Squid Surge. So definitely either put your chicken out on one of the other sides, or just make sure you have kind of like the under bridge secured with your fall-off paint. I like to fall-off paint this and put a chicken here because it just moves. Even if I just set it in like the middle here, it'll still usually read if someone's on one of these 2 walls. But I usually prefer and if it misses one, I mean, I get this play in general. I usually take this side is more common for flanks, so I definitely chicken this side first. when we know that they were all still relatively in middle, generally they're going to come to your right side to try to get you. So just to be a little safer there, we can have some precautions in play. You still managed to survive this. The T-Tech misses the squid shots. This is quite the dive you're doing here. What a pause. But your teammates also sticking with you pretty close here. So Twistifer also does take a couple shots and does help take this fight. Twistifer does get this, and you're booyahing in return. So definitely a decent safety booyah. However, we're not going to have it when they're pushing and stuff like that, because again, it's still neutral. You have yourself in a bad spot, but you are able to get into a decent spot. It's unfortunate that your teammate now makes it a disadvantage here. So we're just going to take a look at how this team decides to push. You do get one. Good pick there, maintaining. Okay, so we do the same thing. We are retreating backwards into this pit area because you have a wall behind you now. This is when you start seeing yourself move into, because we're in first person shooting mode, you know you were way too close to a wall and you're most likely going to go down. And another thing is that this junior stayed alive with bubble. I think the heavy was not far behind it, but we got the splat bomb here. Either way, this bubble is your next indication. If you can ever read it ahead of time, fantastic. But with Respawn Punisher and in this point with 2 members down, this is not a good place for you. So as soon as this bubble comes out and you don't have a charge, which it does not, I think you're just finishing off your charge at this point because you just got the dualies in the corner. You're not going to be able to shred this bubble to full. And by the time,
I was not able to.
Yeah, and by the time...
I'm questioning why I stuck around when I should have jumped.
Because you feel like you have more power than it's actually giving. And yes, Hydras can shred bubbles, but it takes pretty much their entire charge to do so.
Yeah.
So in this situation, you, like I said, you want to look at this right corner here. Realizing that they're up at checkpoint, because even being on this right corner, you're going to see things at an angle. So you're going to be able to see potential flanks from this side. You have a arc shot overview of middle. Sometimes you even hit somebody from over here. And you could still stall tower. And you have an escape route behind you. So this right corner is actually kind of your prime spot. All this. I'm having a little fun with the draw tool. But the right corner, it's such a strong spot there. And eventually, like, it is one of the traditional spots that I have marked on my backline maps, and I will pull that up towards the end of the VOD. But definitely look towards this right-hand side. And I mean, if the bubble was lower, or if you had full charge, or even more than just 2 of you, then you could potentially survive this, but it's still a risky play. Still try to have that escape route, and still have that survey of the middle on an angle. And that way, your back's not to anybody. You're facing everybody from this entire area, unless there's someone come and does a really long flank on you.
In which case, I'll be impressed.
Yeah, so you do charge up and try to go for the... What the...
Jump scare.
My pauses today are on point, chat.
They are.
Maybe change the color to something like light blue. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Let's change the color to a light blue. They're on point. Anywho. So yeah, you do go down here, and now the other thing is to remember is you are now respawn punished, so you're going to take a little longer to come back in, I believe. So okay, so now this is the next point I want to highlight. So you take this position down here. Now, it's not a bad idea to take a point down here, in all honesty. There are a couple other points which is up on top on the left here. It's like literally in the corner, but it is a little too far back, especially when they haven't really hit the checkpoint quite yet. So coming down here is a little more beneficial, because then you can still move up the ramp and move back. The only problem is where I want to know is if T called this person out?
I don't remember. I think I might have noticed them and forgot to call out or something, but I think I did notice them, but just kind of forgot their existence.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that got
that is
me.
definitely what happened. So we have this
Yeah.
here. We see the T-Tech dropping. So they, at a point, when they drop here, their only escape route is to the right. And with you being mostly charged, you can easily peek this way and get them. Especially with T being right here. T can just check a burst bomb too and finish him off. And then you can go back to tower with checkpoint still having some time to break. But getting this person off is key, so that way your teammates don't go down. Then you have a player advantage, especially with one already down. Right now, both teams are kind of on a one-person stagger right now. So it's kind of evening out. It's just they've initially won more of a fight. And so right now, with this person dropping down, they should be your primary focus. And now just kind of watch what you do here when this person lands. Right here. So in this screen right here, T actually backs up. I'm not too sure why T quite backs up. I don't know if they're scared of this person. There's the light blue's not going to work here either. Pink, do you work here? Pink will work here. Okay, so there's another person just up here, and your T-Tech person is right here. I'm not too sure where T went. Maybe they ran out of ink or something. But T kind of lets this person walk forward. And just from this perspective alone, you left side peek. And now this is a giant blind spot. So you cannot see what's happening to that side, especially when you have a front line coming to threaten your position and you have respawn Punisher. So this closest one to you is one that is this person right here is really threatening to you right now. The tower, you don't have the players right now to stop it. The points can be sacrificed at this point until you can get the man advantage and successfully defend. You want to take your biggest threat to you right now, in this case, which is this T-Tech that has survived right now. And T has backed up, I think, just to get some kite range on them. But you got to team up and take this T-Tech out on the drop. Because if you can create yourself a man advantage, then you could successfully defend a lot easier. So we definitely tunnel on objective here, which is interesting because not a lot of people do. But we look at tower, and with the Wavebreaker on here, it's also, the Wavebreaker itself is also going to eat some of your shots. So the tower rider isn't going to get punished. So yeah, you saw that the Wavebreaker there ate some of your shots, right? You did land 3 shots, but the Wavebreaker hit it. So then this T-Tech came across. And I was able to come in and help out there. And you could see they just get off with their special for free from behind while the heavy just continues to take tower. And I think the pro was up on top and Booyah down below. And then T tries to come in from behind. Yep. The crab got canceled too. So, again, like I said, a stagger's happening here. You went down, so it takes you a little bit longer to come in. So instead of successfully defending, the checkpoint was able to get taken because this person that was over here initially was stayed alive, got you, and helped get a second teammate with their special. The heavy also got their special off. It was definitely not a time to reclaim tower at that point. The specials just kind of had to be burned, and yes, it does sacrifice points, but sometimes that's what you have to do. The real goal here is to try to successfully defend and to call that out if you can, just to pace yourselves a bit. Like, still keep as much turf as you can, because in all modes, you want to try to take as much turf away from the other team as possible, especially when it's an objective path. So you want to just try to keep any of this area, like, painted as much as possible with the people who are alive. And if they somehow come into your zone, and in this case, like I said, when this person dropped, they had no escape route but to the right. It was still in your range. You had someone with a burst bomb there with you. You should have been able to break your stagger and end up in a 4v3 and then able to push up and defend checkpoint successfully. But I think the positioning was fine. It was just the focus of target that was wrong in that area.
Yeah.
Ooh! Ooh! That was... You got the Tower Rider, but these arc shots just barely missed you.
They
See,
did.
they really did. Hang on. Me trying to find the bar. Let's see if I can get a shot on these arc shots. Okay, here. Now, the arc shots just land behind you. You get this. So this is lucky. You do get the objective rider. Not always a bad thing.
I think all they were doing.
Yeah.
I think all they were doing was trying to paint my feet and slow me down, but
I will tell
didn't
you
work
that
out
a
too
lot
well.
of people can hit this pretty easily. In here, I could see that they won't, but a lot of them will know this angle on how to actually hit this fall off. And for here, you got lucky as they missed, but I definitely know a lot of frontline shot players and splash players that will go for this and throw a bomb right afterwards, and they can definitely get you from this. So even coming this way a little more, like just coming over here a little more, would have actually been all right. The splash this shot probably still would have followed you. But you would have had a teammate here too, and they could have just had a better shot down while you focus tower. That's kind of a communication thing that you need to look at, and I'm not too sure what the shot call was at the time. But definitely try to work with your teammate here so that you can focus objective and have secondary cover fire to take away the threat from below.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky that wasn't a splash. Yeah, Dia agrees with me. Splashes can hit this 100%. Like, I felt it so much in Crimson and Tournament that splashes can hit this 100%. The shot definitely got a bit lucky here, but I know that shots that know their parabolas can definitely nail those. Buttons. I'm here trying to hit play with my spacebar. So yeah, so you can see the T-Tex trying to go underneath, still kind of playing underneath. You should get him here, right? Oh, nice moves by the T-Tech there, gotta admit. So you did chase them out. They're still in the corner, and your teammate does get them. So that is a good call for calling out the T-Tech and collapsing on them. You guys do finally manage to defend here, and now you're on your way back to middle to get paint.
And here's the wall painting part I brought up earlier.
Of just like keeping the walls painted. I don't remember what the wall painting part from earlier.
That at one point I painted the walls where the enemy had painted, just to prevent them. It's just time stuff.
Okay, now this one I think would have been fine. I'd rather you get into position than paint the front of this wall. Because right now, your teammate is crabbing. I just heard it pop. You could see it right here, actually. So your teammate is crabbing. They're also just recovering from kind of like it was more of like a delayed wipe. But that team should be way over here still, up top somewhere. My arrows are not great, but anyway, they should be up here somewhere. Right now, if one of them was up there already, they have free drop on you and you get splatted. As soon as they see your back turn, they know that you're going to be too slow to turn around and get any kind of charge on you. And they will get you from there. So in this position here, try to just go up the wall and reposition as quick as you can. Again, if you feel like there's a threat here, just put your chicken here or get one of your other teammates to paint this instead. Like right now, your shot's actually way far behind you. And instead, they could have came up with you and did the painting here, or just keep kind of going forward to prevent, like, or to help push with this crab. But yeah. So yeah, we just take an extra, like, 2 to 3 seconds painting the wall. And your teammate with the crab actually ended up picking off the heavy, and you still have your back turned. So again, if the heavy did not get picked off by the crab doing a good job stalling for time. But in general case scenario, if that crab wasn't there, the heavy had a free shot on your back. So definitely be careful of where you're turning your back. And on this map, there's really only one way you have to fear of turning your back to, and it's literally where you have it right now. Because majority of them are going to be that way. But at least you do have a teammate looking this direction as well, so it does kind of help you in a way. But main thing here is let's get you repositioned sooner. Don't worry about the wall painting. If you find it's a threat in the end, have another teammate paint it. But at this point right now, they're all spawning in. The other team should be on the other side. This wall isn't really of a concern to you right now. You should just know they're on the other side of the map. And that way you could just keep them there. You have the power to do so with your comp, with the crab and your shots in general. You're able to keep them back and hide on the walls. So then your front lines are able to paint them and jump on them quicker. Words!
Yay!
Alright, so we see your teammates trying to move up here. You do have a couple specials. Your shot really likes to hang around beside you. Now, is Eli here kind of like your secondary a secondary objective holder?
Yeah, I think he has been in the past.
Okay.
Nope.
In any case, what is it? I think Eli's looking for above. You got two teammates over here. We want to make sure we're really securing this ramp and everything. Right now, tower's fine. There's nothing threatening it. You can hold it from afar. Goodness, you can hit like all the way down here pretty much. So, Eli can actually move up here and be more effective with the teammates. Does have the Zuka. If we find that the Glugas are coming up or anything, can even Zuka this point to allow your other two teammates to move in. Along with your shots, that is quite the lockout from here. We also see the heavies up here, so I can see why there's a potential threat there. But again, has Zuka, can use it to push this person out and stall out this side. So I'm not too sure what we see on the bottom here, but Eli's just kind of hanging around here as moral support right now.
Yeah.
But we'll take a look as it's going. So yeah, the heavy's in the way, and we see, okay, Eli must have found this one on the wall. So I see what's going on here. Eli must have found this one on the wall, so it does make a little sense, but heavy's in place now. And if we did see that being... You got the heavy, that's good. Zuka comes out now, Booyah comes out now, so it's just kind of a special overdrive here. So they're using it at the same time. This was just kind
that
of
was not a good booyah.
No, it was kind of used in defense there, but the other unfortunate thing is that your teammates actually just completely retreated and went down behind you. We definitely kind of missed the opportunity of ramp lockout. So again, like, Eli can be up ahead here with your two teammates, applying extra pressure. The Zuka could have come out earlier to help your two teammates, along with your support fire. That should have been able to secure this ramp. Your other two teammates should have been able to paint here. And the Glugas had a wall out right over here. I'll erase this and go. But the Glugas wall was right here. So I can imagine the two teammates coming back, and especially moving back for specials. So I think your two teammates go down to bomb Booyah behind. Actually, no. They go down to Booyah, and someone actually flanked, I think. I think the T-Tech is the one that flanked, if I remember right. But a flank does happen to come out from behind. And you end up being the only one here. You do Booyah, but the way you move after the Booyah is something we can fix. So you try to back up here. And I think there was a bomb on the other side of the tower.
There
here,
was.
right?
I didn't notice it.
Instead of going back up, I don't know if anyone called the flank of who got it earlier, but someone definitely died to this T-Tech who flanked. And something you could have did with your Booyah is, I watched this back a couple times just to try to find a pinpoint here. But even though you booyah'd here in defense, something that you can get out of it is you opt to try to go forward, go this way, swim under the tower and drop, and then jump out. this is the point where you realize all my team is down. I gotta get out of here, right?
Yeah.
And the flank should have been called out, so you should have been able to realize that you were pinched at this point. So what the Booyah is doing is creating space from in front, so no one can get you from here. And if this flank's called out, you realize this is your biggest threat right now. Tower's gonna block some of these shots, so you have protection here. Get under the tower and jump out, or try to drop off and jump out. But in all honesty, your safest bet is literally to just get yourself right under here and jump out, because you can't be shot from there. That is your obstacle gonna protect you to get out. Instead, we end up jumping up in front of the tower into the flank's bomb. So if you end up being stuck in a Booyah bomb and you find you're at a disadvantage, see how the Booyah bomb can actually help you escape, whether it is going into it, or just kiting back somewhere and hiding around a corner of some kind, or just using the map as your protective measures. So like I said, in this case, Booyah bomb blocks this, tower blocks this. Here's your jump out point. That will definitely protect you and get you out faster, and then you won't be respawn punished. Immediate while off the jump. Yeah, that works too. In this case, I'm afraid the flank might get on the on this side too, because I've had that happen before. So underneath tower will block it a little better. But yeah, I do this too. From what Dia's putting in chat, is falling off the wall and prepping a jump. That really works too on any map. Just kind of swimming off a ledge, and like as you're falling off the ledge, like as you know you have enough momentum to go off the ledge, get that jump out. So if anything, practice that one in recon. I can even do that afterwards here too, is just practicing the jump outs from off a ledge. It really does help you in the long run when you're in a tough situation like this. All right. This was the next spot I wanted to focus on. So we see that there's a heavy over here. And there's a couple other people on this side. We could see shots coming out from this side. I don't think that's from the heavy. It looks like it's charging. The T-Tech's over there as well. Either way, this is a traditional defensive point. However, Hydra hits to maybe about half, like right by the tower line, maybe just like behind it. Either way, you can't really cover as much ground for your front lines. You can only cover one half. So if your teammates come and play down here, yeah, you kind of have cover, especially if you play on this right hand side. But the biggest thing here is we don't really have much effect on the players that are over here. We have no threat right now. We have no Hydra threat presence. When it comes to this neutral stage that has happened once again in the middle of the game. So the biggest thing we want to do is always figure out when we're coming back in, how can we actually be in that threatening stage? So, we don't do this, but something we can do, you opt to stay here and just keep firing about. Something we can do here is actually keep coming out this direction and playing this right side. That way you can still have some move up and get more range and threat presence on the people over here. So we want to actually position somewhere on this side, so that way we do still have escape. But we also have more presence to the players on this side, or we just play the left of this a little more. There's another spot where your camera should be more angled towards the enemy roof while charging. Is it still in this spot, Dia? On the right-hand side of it? Because I did recon this, but I know I'm still missing a few things. Flounder's kind of my weakest backline map at this point, but I've gotten a bunch of the main points out when I was making the maps. But I know just on this right side, we're kind of giving up a lot of threat presence. Okay. Yeah, what Dia's saying is that this spot on the right-hand side of here is also another spot you can take. So just... Actually, that's a horrible box. Just basically the other side of this box in general. And that way, you still have a bit of threat presence. You're not going to be able to cover the whole plot, but you're going to push the heavy back to the left. You're going to push whatever's over here to the left. Like, oh, you meant the camera angle? But that too, yeah. I still think either way the other side is going to be good there. But yeah, the camera angle can be changed here too, where you're actually facing more of a... I think what Dia's trying to get is, like, how do I put this? Kind of like this somehow, I think, for the camera angle. You can kind of turn yourself more. I think that's what you're trying to get at. But yeah, I agree with that. Is angles, just turning yourself a little more. So this, again, we're creating another... Yeah, this is a blind spot right here. So we're trying to not have this block our view. So this is what we... Yes. There. So we want to try to turn ourselves a little more to face the enemy, add more threat there, even though you're not going to have as much coverage here. You'll see better. And you'll still have a bit more presence. So there's 3 different things we can do. 1, adjust your angle. 2, we could be up here with teammates applying pressure from over top again, being in a neutral state. Or we can position on this right-hand side to back up this heavy a bit and the other way. But yeah, the biggest thing is trying to not create blind spots, or as Dia's saying, that there's a dead area on the left that we don't really need to see. So yeah, there's a side of the map that isn't really important right now. We want to focus on what is important. Thank you, Dia. Oh, spectator mode. So yeah, you can see you don't quite even hit the tower. That's the sad part. And again, we still have this giant blind spot here, so we're kind of disregarding this, but we don't even quite hit the tower. It's just barely hitting this side of the tower, so your teammates don't have much coverage. And the reason why I kept saying why you could take this right spot again is you do not have a leader to fight. If this was a leader, different story, because it could be up here and it could definitely hit you from there. If it was up here, this water thingy does actually protect you, so you're kind of more or so forced to take this spot sometimes, especially when it has mid dominance control. But we want to make it so you have that mid dominance control, because you are the biggest threat over the 2 other ranged weapons that they have. Unless if they throw a wall, that could, hinder you a little bit, but... But you have the biggest threat right now, and we don't have too much coverage, so that's why my suggestion is going back up into the neutral play area on your traditional defense spot. That way you can still help your teammates and keep pushing forward, because it looks like the fight's happening on the other side of this left wall, with the heavy up on this right. So we do throw a chicken, and now you're opting to move over towards it. Okay, we're good. We're a little more over to the right, which I like. Wary of the right wall. Again, if you're unsure, to save you more time, just put a chicken here, and then you can kind of find the way you want to swim back in. If you find it's not moving, then just swim back up here instead of like hopping back and down, getting half a charge, ready for something to peek a corner. Throw a chicken here. If it doesn't move, you can move right up to your crab. And if your person's crabbing here, usually this is safe, but it's still a good idea to double check it anyway. But they gotta pick. Your team's pushing up. We want you there too. And I think you're moving up here with now, which is a good thing. Booyah Bomb comes out, you're painting through it. That's always a good thing. Remember, Splatling players and Charger players, we could shoot through Booyah Bombs, and it's very satisfying when we can get many picks through Booyah Bombs.
Yes. And I think you can also paint through Tri-Strike too, which is why I call it a mini Booyah.
They are mini Booyah Bombs. That is what Tri-Strike is. We are able to paint through them, which a lot of players will use the Booyah Bomb and the Tri-Strike, not only to just displace, but to also swim through it. So you can paint through it to help stop objective retakes. You can paint through it to help just stop pushes in general. If you're in a place where they are about to try strike and you find like this takes a little bit of practice, but knowing how far they can throw like try strike and booyah bomb, or just kind of thinking of where they're going to actually throw it, and a lot of times there's going to be clues whether it's going to throw it at the other person's backline, if they're going to throw it towards objective. Just see if you can maybe pre-predict that. And again, it takes experience to learn that, but eventually you'll catch on to where they want to throw these specials. You can paint through them, get picks out of them, and just kind of stop what they were trying to do. So that's why there are times where like booyah bomb and try strike aren't as effective as they could be, because you can shoot through them. Yeah, and on zone, that's why booyah bombs aren't as totally effective when you have when you're versing a painting comp, because you might just toss a booyah bomb and it's just completely painted in an instant. For tower control, we know it works for tower control because you can't paint through it in time before it ends, when people can still go up on tower. Like, you still might be able to splat the person, but they'll still be able to touch tower in time. So that's why Booyah is strong on tower, but not as much for like Rainmaker, clams, or zones. This is where the to be continued meme plays.
You're not wrong.
This is a little bit unfortunate because we did not see this person here. This is another flank route that a lot of people like to take, and we did see it once before. If you remember correctly, when you did that, when your teammates went 3 down, the T-Tech took the same route to flank your entire team, and now they're doing it again because they realize you aren't realizing it a second time. So once you catch it the first time, it's definitely always to be more aware of it. In this case, we're not. So this T-Tech gets a perfect splat bomb on you, and you can't do anything about it.
Other than just accept my fate.
Yep. That's all you can do, is accept your fate that you're going down to a splat bomb here. So the T-Tech did it again. And if you realize that, I find a lot of teams always have that one person that is a designated flanker. Have you noticed this?
Not that I remember.
It might be different in per levels, but
Maybe.
in teams you'll find there's always that one person who likes to either flank the most or be the primary initiator. There's always that one that gives you the most grief, right? And since most of this game is past, it looks like the T-Tech is giving your team the most problems because it's getting the most off routes, like the flanks and stuff. And it's not necessarily a flank, but they're not attacking you head on. They're actually pinching with their teammates. So the 3 teammates will kind of hold a line while the T-Tech kind of comes and take another angle. So this has happened twice now. This is the second time that this T-Tech has done it. And if you could catch it off early, and again, like I said, you could be aware of it and just catch them off, and then their whole plan fails, and then they go down, then you can just keep pushing. But yeah, unfortunately we missed this T-Tech here doing it again. And if you realize that they're doing this, always try to have a second call out of where's the T-Tech. If no one's seen them, definitely be cautious of a flank. If they're not in front of your teammates, they're either respawning or they're generally behind you. And if you realize that they haven't gone down or anything, you know they're probably looking to try to come up behind you, or they're sharking somewhere just waiting to pinch, because this is the second time they've done this game, and it's a really good job on the T-Tech for being able to pull this off. And it's also a learning experience for your team to just be able to pick out this one person, keep an eye on them, but it looks like they're being a primary threat right now to you and your team. Yep, gets a triple there.
Unfortunately. I think we did call it wait, yeah, T did jump, I was gonna say.
Yep. So you realized that everyone went down and did. Okay.
This seems familiar.
I'm gonna rewind this on what just happened. But yes, I I like what you were trying to do. Just went up a little too far. So in this case, we decided to push up too fast. So we'll go back a little bit here. So, at first you opt to take the pillow here. But then you hesitate for a second, and then you want to opt to go forward here. Now, there's two issues. One, the way we have our camera angle right now. What information can we get from this camera angle? What information do we know from what we just saw and now this camera angle?
Nothing.
Yep. The only thing we know, which you might have forgotten about, is the T-Tech actually came down here and is up the wall right now. So the
I don't think I even noticed that.
Yeah, the T-Tech dropped and went up the wall. But they were just down here and are swimming back up. Because it looks like you hesitated. And I was like, if we walked forward, the T-Tech could have stopped here and went for you. But I think saw you and opted to go up the wall instead. So, with this camera angle, we have no idea how close anybody is. And, which you probably missed, we know one person's right here. So where you should be stopping about right here on this ledge. Because they don't have any the checkpoint here is what I think stops them. No, they don't have a checkpoint. I'm looking at this side for some reason. They don't have a checkpoint. So as soon as they're on tower, there's nothing that stops the tower. So we want to make sure that we're that big obstacle in the path that can stop them. So right now we want to stop at about a point here. Yep, that's another point. Also, don't see any of your teammates up there. There was, yeah, you literally cannot see anything from this angle. So make sure you're still looking up, keeping surveillance of what's above you, because we still don't look up. Your teammates are actually behind you at this point, because the bomb came from behind you. That is a very good splat bomb. It is a lucky splat bomb. But still, the overall point is we are overextending here at this point. We don't know that it's clear. We didn't even see the Glugas come here. So we were not prepared to left peek this. If you right peek this, you might have had a chance to trade, but either way, this is not a safe spot for you to be in. You want to make sure someone else is at least just ahead of you, or you're still in safe distance to be prepared for whatever could be in front of you. So we definitely should have been halfway down that railing until a teammate came up with you. Then you could go up closer, because this spot here is another prime spot for the right side peak. It's just we don't have any control of the street right now. And in this case, the Glugas was able to come up and do the left side, or to them, it's their right side, your left. So it's not going to come out in time. As we can see, they missed the first couple, but they're going to get the shots on before you can, because you have to throw a bomb. I think your teammates do end up coming up forward and getting 3. The Glugas is still alive somehow because they threw a wall. So Glugas is doing a good job here trying to escape. And your teammates throwing a burst bomb, trying to see if they can maybe get the last bit of damage on them. Pretty decent follow-up. So your teammates ended up coming back into this nice. The only problem is that they lost you. And this would be a lot more successful if we'd just been a little more patient on the rail, played our range, looked up, had more of a survey spot, and was able to get a bit of a charge off to stop that and be prepared of what was in front of us. Because we did miss the one drop on the right, and then the Glugas was just able to come in on the left and use the same wall for cover for themselves. But they get the right side. They get the right side peak win. So just something to remember there. So we do have the team up in middle now. You're doing the wall painting thing again here, right? That's what you're doing? We want you to get in position as fast as you possibly can, because this game, it like I said, it rewards fast-paced play, and also your teammates are ready to push. They are together up here. They are ready to go. They have the crab. They can work off this crab. We need you to come up here as soon as you jump in to help cover fire for them. Pinch with this crab. Get your other 2 in here. You have the Ingzuka to follow up. everything's all set in stone for you here as well. And the other part is, again, as the same point mentioned before, is with how you stop the defensive push. We saw that the Glugas got out, and we saw that the 3 of them were down. It was just the Glugas. So their entire team, from that knowledge, is coming back in from this side. That is an eraser, not a pencil. It is coming back in from this side of the map. So we don't even need to really deal with this side, especially with your slow painting. We want you to get up into position to be able to help out as quick as possible. So it's just also keeping track of who they die, what's left, and if the last one gets out or not. And I think the last one should have called the Glugas to jump out, which should give you the initial equation that they're all back on their side again, so you can push up. So your teammate has registered, your teammates have registered to it, and now you just have to as well. And this is also kind of a scenario in solo queue that I find people face as well. Especially backlines that I've seen VOD reviews for, is their teammates will be completely pushed up, but yet you yourself are still on your half. And if you notice that your teammates are pushed up or are ready to push because we have the crab out, we have a secondary special, try to be there to be able to give impact for them, and I guarantee you the push is going to go better than you think, unless if they have some counter. And their counter right now is Booyah Bomb, which if they do launch it, can get the crab. But I believe the Glugas did jump out, so they can either put it down from behind, then you can just, wait for the Booyah to come out, but you're all still there. You all still have pressure. That's the best thing so far that you have, is the all 4 can be there adding pressure, because I think a couple of them are still coming up the ramp, and the Glugas is the last one to come in. So it is technically in your advantage right now, but because you're back here and their Glugas is still coming in, it is a 3v3, so it's still a neutral situation. So try to take those advantages when you can. So this is a point where you want to engage rather than playing kind of the neutrals game. Nice, we get the 1, we get the 2, that's good. Okay. This was the second moment I called out and why I asked if Eli was a secondary tower rider. If Eli's actually going to ride the tower, I want you positioning up over here or up down in this higher position to the right somewhere. You're going to be much better up here. But in general, with you with Respawn Punisher, in this case, it should be Eli going forward with your teammates right now and you on tower. We don't need 2 on tower right now. We want to make sure your team is going up to lockout. So you definitely have to make note of that. I know there are some times where, like, for my team, for example, I also run a shot sometimes, who now is going back and forth from C Junior. But they opt to rad the tower instead, and they use their wave breaker for tank shots. And I end up positioning myself over here, or on the other side to help lock out with my other front lines. I will use my range to paint down here for my front lines and lock out these ledges. So I try to put myself somewhere where I'm more effective because we don't need 2 tower riders there, especially with 1 being short range. We want to try to have as much of our teammates in play as possible. Nice job painting the rail. That's a good thing to do. So we see you're both still riding tower here. So even with one of your teammates down, Moon, if you are not calling this out, you need to tell your teammate to move. Because in this situation, your teammate's going to be much more beneficial holding the pressure up forward. That is something you have to voice as a backline. Because I know backlines always feel the pain where when they're holding hands with somebody, they take the extra aggro that teammate has to face. So both you and your teammate are fighting the same aggro, but the problem is a lot of this aggro is ranged bombs and stuff. Your teammate, as a shot in this point, doesn't have enough range to fight it. So if your teammate goes down by you, that's also going to paint up your feet. And if you're at a charge, that really messes you up here. So with this final push, we definitely need your shot moving forward at this time. And if you haven't voiced it, you need to say that they have to just be somewhere else, but they could still be by you, like down like in a corner or something, or even be by T. but we don't want another person by you at this point. You are going to be more dominant on the tower here, especially with your respawn Punisher. We need Eli to go up and play in your T-Tech spot right now until they can respawn into you and resume the roll. Yes, that shot call should come out before you get on tower. I did not mention that, but you need to figure out who's taking tower and when before even the game starts. So make sure you're calling who's taking tower. And if someone else already calls it, then find a different spot. But in this case scenario, you should make your voice heard there and say that you're going to take tower, Eli move up. That should be your call. And I'm not too sure, and by the looks of it, it doesn't look like that call was made for any of it. So I'm not too sure what was happening there. I don't know if you remember this point in play.
I do not.
Yeah. But yeah. Elysium definitely needs to be up with the T-Tech or your splash, just helping them lock out. Otherwise, the Glugas can get a freeway in with the wall. And it's just giving them space. You want to have as many people up forward as pressure, lock them out as much, take away their space, and make it more free to you, because you still have to push to 9. You had the man advantage here initially on this push, but because we have 1 down and you 2 are still on tower, it's just T. T is the only one who can potentially stop like the people from this ledge and keep this pain up at the time while you're charging. And Elysium's just kind of here at the moment. Elysium's can't really do much from here without special. So definitely earlier tell Elysium to move. Because you are going to be more dominant in this position on tower with the most range.
Another janky booyah.
Yeah. When you do have Booyah Bomb, that is a good time to, you know, call the change in Tower Riders just to add the extra pressure. But still, the problem here is that, what is it? T went down fighting, I'm pretty sure that was a 2v1 because we saw the Glugas come in and another come in, and then the third one was over here. But either way, we gave them this space to come back in because one went down and 2 of you were on tower. So we really got to be careful of that. Okay, now, I don't know if we were able to have time to see this, but good old bubble things, right?
Yep. I threw a bomb before I died, though.
Okay.
So I think that helped pop it, or shut through it a bit.
Okay, so you had your Booyah Bomb here, and I don't think you noticed this because, of course, this is kind of, you're being shot at. It's hard to look, but this is when Junior gets bubble. They just got bubble right here. You have to stay on tower. You're one teammate down. I don't know if you knew where the rest of your teammate was, but there is a bomb coming up here. The splat bomb's either from the T-Tech or the Junior. But you do see them from down here. You do opt to come off tower, and as soon as you see that, now seeing another person, I think at this point we just needed to back up. As soon as we have these threats here and your teammates up here, we know something's in between and we can't fight it, especially with it being that close. Try to give yourself some distance. Because now with the bubble on tower, we can't really do much.
Yeah.
And we still do have 30 seconds. So if you're able to read that as soon as you can, especially like with the T-Tech going down and you guys are just kind of stuck there. Like as soon as T went down, that should have been your initial, I can use the tower as cover and take a spot. That'll help T come back in and give you more control. It's kind of a point where you have to stop pushing and then just try it again. But don't give up that much space. Still use your range to zone them out down at the bottom of the ramp, but definitely back up a little bit to one of the other more primary on offense positions. Because the Junior and the T-Tech work together to help get your 2 off tower there. And then
Yeah.
your shot...
I
have a thing up here.
I remember calling out Eli to jump out, but the man didn't.
Oh, that's just unfortunate then.
Yeah.
They took a trade, but it's not going to do much here because they both respawn at the same time. It did take out their backline though, which means less range, but there is they still have the specials here coming out. I think this was kind of a play of desperation to get near tower. Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. If any case, you still had a little bit of time. Just still come in like normal. Even if you don't full charge, half charge, still shoot at the tower. You had a teammate behind you here. Try to guide them up to the tower. That's the best you're going to be able to do in this little of time. In like the last 10 seconds. Instead of dropping down and having to swim up the wall and not even firing at all. Be able to get half charge or just some kind of charge, shoot at the tower, and help your teammate get up. Because the glue, if the shot was close, then yeah, it would be tougher to get to. But the glue guys can maybe shoot that off, but at least you're still putting pressure over the tower and pushing their teammates back for you to potentially get a chance at this overtime.
Yeah.
And it looks like your teammates are able to still get it. So even just pushing up here with your other two teammates, you could have still been up here too with them. And then you take tower while the other two push up. Because it looks like your other teammate, I think... Oh no, all three of them are up there. I didn't see the third one, but they are all up there. Look at that. Okay, so here we kind of have a similar situation as before. Now we're kind of panicking around objective, making sure we always have somebody by it. Yes, that's not a bad thing, but you don't want to have anybody this close to it. Like, Twistifer's trying to do something from here. T could still be over here trying to do something. Elysium should be up front here with Twistifer, trying to clear this tower path while you come on tower. So the rotation should have happened as soon as you got on tower, and that has to be called out just as you're going for it. Even if it isn't, if like there is no shot call, I don't know who shot called to be on tower, but we don't we don't need 3 people on tower here. The crab for T, this is nice to have on tower, but also you're up here. We have the Tri-Strike, we have the Zuka. These specials are all happening at the same time, so we don't have any stagger of specials. Second thing, I also do think, like, the crab could be down here. Your Ink Zuka could have been up here, so it has height advantage, and it can survey all around here. Your Tri-Strike, I think, is fine. And you're on tower that can follow up with any one of these 3 here. So you'd have a lot more control. But right now, I don't know if you get this feeling, but I know with some backliners now, you get the feeling of claustrophobia where people are too close to you. They're like their own walls closing in, and especially a crab where if a bomb happens from the side, you're going to be the first one dead. Because bombs insta-explode off crabs. So... we have everybody on the tower here. Like, T can tank the shots, but Elysium can't. You can't, but you have this pedestal that you're using really well. But we definitely could have spread out a little more, use these specials in a stagger, and have you riding it. But I don't think anyone called that, because if someone would have called that for you to take tower, I feel like these 3 would have moved up a little more. So that is a very important call out to happen if it has not happened, of who's going to take tower and who's going to push up. And in that case, if you're coming back in and one of them's riding the tower, say you're on and go. Like, just tell them to go and they will go. Or they should go. If they don't, I don't know what they're doing, but they should go. So you do get one. It looks like you do see one off to the left there. Oh, you do see one off to the right here. But this is where we're all clumped up on tower kind of is the demise. So one goes down. We're able to go from there. We're still a little clumped up. You back up. The only problem here is now the teammates are behind with Tri-Strike down, so we have nothing else in front. It's just you. I don't know how you live that. But now we're at it again, right? Everybody's jumping to tower. But, we're now at, Switch Sports Showdown, everybody. Sudden death! It is a 2v3, but the only problem with these 2v3 is you cannot do anything from here. So if your 2 teammates are going to hop on tower, stand a little bit behind it and get shots over top. I do this sometimes when I know my frontliners are there. On tower, you could see them swimming up the wall. Sometimes this is such a really quick reaction to call out, but if you recognize it ahead of time, just stay behind it a little bit and fire over it for your two teammates. That way you have a secondary angle for your teammates, and it should be a solid 3v2 if we have a third angle, because right now you're just kind of stuck here behind Twistifer, so it's technically two 1v1s right here. What could have happened is you could have been over here or just behind, and usually the right side's the stronger side. Whatever, I usually it's the stronger side aim. For me, it's the right side. You could add a pinch fire to this, make it a 2v1, and just hope for the best on this side. But either way, try to create some sort of advantage point as possible, whether it's putting a chicken on the tower or just trying to get some extra, just some extra fire, and then that will actually be beneficial to your teammates, that all three of you are partaking in this fight rather than just two. So yeah, let's go back and look at that again, because I think if you had ink, there was also a point in time to put a I can't wield anything, a bomb down. I can't rewind it. Anywho, I think there was also a decent point to put a bomb down on the tower. Like when we knew there was one up on the wall there, like you still survived. You could still swim up, put a bomb on the top, and then come back down. And then if you notice that your other two teammates are just charging for the tower, stay down off the tower and get yourself a quarter to half charge to fire over top. Then you know that your extra damage is partaking in the fight, and you can still keep that going. You guys had a good try coming back in overtime there, but we just all kind of scrambled for the tower instead of spacing out ahead for having the front line and then having your kind of powerhouse backline on the back, especially with Respawn Punisher, because with Respawn Punisher, you don't want to take more of those aggro spots. I'd say if you didn't, I would also option a non-traditional spot on the left, which I will pull up on a map here. And yeah, so let me pull up my map here for you guys to see.
Do you think it would be worth it to switch my build from Respawn Punisher to LDE?
Yeah, actually. Like, I'd say really, like, just, I'd swap off of Respawn Punisher and use what else suits you. If you feel like LDE would suit you better, then that works too, because, like, my build's LDE run speed and ink recovery. I find I don't need that much run speed, so that's why I don't run two mains, but yet I technically do run two mains because I have enough subs to make a secondary main. But give it a try. See if that helps you more, because I find that you can take a couple more extra spots, so that way if you do go down there, you're not going to be punished for as long, right?
Yeah.
Where are we looking at? TC Flounder. Flounder. There it is. Okay. So you should be able to see my screen here. There we go. Okay. So I think everybody should be able to see my screen. I just kind of pulled it up here, but anywho. Can I full screen this? No. Okay, so this is my map that I made for Flounder. There is definitely spots to adjust. And these are just kind of general things that I pointed out for backline positioning. It's just a reference guide. Like, one point, for example, I'll point out is, like, this dot in particular can also, like, be basically applied to this whole thing. It's just, I could have put another dot here as well, but usually when you're in defense mode, you're up here kind of surveying this area while doing that. So this is, F11 for full screen. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to affect my capture. Anyway, you guys can see this. I think it'll be fine. But yeah, this is kind of the general idea I have for positionings, and it's just like kind of a general basis to help a lot of people out. I do have these in resources in Squid School server for those who want to find them. These are just kind of general positions you usually see backlines in, or ones that you could take. And the one I was talking about towards the end there, Moon, is a spot where T was kind of sitting in, is this one down here. This non-traditional spot. If T is going to end up crabbing on tower, or if Eli is going to Zuka on tower and hold it instead in this spot that's going to push you forward, and you know that nobody is up here, this spot will work for you, because you can actually just escape around the corner if all else fails and jump out. But that's usually if like your 3 teammates go down, then you just back up and get out because you have the space to do so. And there's a pillow here to protect you as well. So this is a non-traditional point, and that way you're still applying frontline pressure to all of like this space, and even fall off to over here. So while you have a teammate up here, you have a teammate on the tower, which eventually comes around here, and then your third one is usually somewhere up here. So that way you're still all spaced out, securing objective, and in a good area. So this position is primarily for like T or Eli or your T-Tech, one of your front lines. But again, if you find that one of the other specials can sit on the tower and go off, and then you can do something else in the meantime. It's just kind of a whole rotation thing. It goes off with callouts, but this is the one I was talking about that you could also do. But I wouldn't recommend taking this or any of the non-traditional spots with Respawn Punisher on. And even on this map, taking a look at the defensive side, on these points here, notice how I didn't actually put a dot directly in the middle of this plat. I did that on purpose. Because like I mentioned before, there's this wall behind you and you have nowhere to flee. So I put the dots here and here because on this side, if all else fails, you can still just swim directly backwards, or you can drop through the grate and just quickly jump out as you're dropping. Or when you're up here, you have the wall for paint and you can just drop back. Or like this one here kind of can classify for this area in general. But down here, I find just to get a little bit of extra like tip range and all that to hit up here more, I find myself playing down here, and then I'm able to fall off down here. I have range of this, and I can still control kind of this little area here. So that helps out as well, especially if there's someone trying to come up this left wall. I still have some space from it, and I can prepare myself for it. So that's why I have that street spot. You did take this one during the match, but we just went up a little too far. Instead, in the situation that you were given, we definitely should have been back a little farther, which was just about here. But this rail itself can be a general idea because the backlines get the right side peak, so that's the backline advantage when you have right side peak, and can defend really well from this side. So you definitely have the spots in there. It just looks like the biggest points are the disengages, and a lot of it is when those bubbles came out on tower, you ended up kind of initiating them rather than disengaging them. So if you do not have the resources to engage them, definitely don't. And make sure you're in a spot where you can escape if you end up failing breaking the bubble, or you just don't get what you want done, that you have that escape route. Because in 2 of those times we got kind of stuck behind the wall. And then in the other time when the bubble came out, it was definitely hard to see. Like, we did see it ahead of time, but we were coming around from a booyah and all that. Just try to notice that when that bubble is out, see if you can try to distance yourself or jump out. So that way you can work back in with your team. You're not giving up a lot of space, and you can still keep that pressure. And make sure to use your voice if someone's too close to you. Especially in a team setting when you have VC. I know in solo you can't really stress that, because in solo queue, if someone's playing right beside you, you are kind of forced to take a different position, and you can't communicate that. You just have to move. Even if it isn't the best spot for you, take a different spot anyway. It's less of a chance of you going down. So like, say a junior or something is taking is taking this spot from you, and say they're pushing, like, trying to get the tower right now, just either go back to wall in one of these two spots, or see what you can do from this platform. Even though it's not going to give you as much involvement, just take a different defensive spot if you find your main one's already taken. And then as soon as they move from it, just retake it, follow up behind them, and just kind of work around them. There's always other spots for you to stand in, even if some of them are non-traditional, like mincemeat, for example. That's very interesting. You might have to play down low if someone else is playing up high. You just can't risk having two of you go down instead of just one. So the more you can prevent that, the better. And that goes for tower especially. You want one on there and one kind of nearby it that can take it if you do go down, but you don't want all of them on it at the same time. So make sure to communicate that. But otherwise, I think that's it for the review. Do you have any questions, Moon?
Not that I can think of.
Does chat have any questions? We'll go for a few. I'll answer a few for like the next 5 minutes or so, if there's any questions, and then go from there. In the meantime, we will put switch cam back on. Explosions? Fire smoke. But I'm gonna maybe hop into the recon here. Just to go. Would you recommend the same positions for other backliners? Yes! The way I made these maps is to consider all backlines. I even went into recon to test with other backlines as well, and they still have to the same effect. They are the primary spots that backlines want to take, charge or splatling or whatever. Some more than non-traditional points can be taken like by like splat charger or heavy splatling, because they have more mobility. The jet squelcher, those kind of backlines can take the non-traditional points more easily, while the like Hydra and E-Leader will struggle with that a little more. Explo can even take more of the non-traditional spots. But I do recommend just kind of going off of all that. But yeah, the way I made those is kind of a baseline for all backlines. Now I gotta remember how to go. Yes. Any other splatling positioning tips for Flounder? A lot of it is just keeping aware of map 2 as well. Is there a link to that cool map? It is in resources in Squid School server. I just closed my dock window. Let me see if I can put it in chats for you. I just gotta find it. There it is. It's the most recent thing, too. But I will put this in both chats. There you go. That is a link to the Hydra thing. If Hydra got a new kit, what would I like to see? Well, I've already made a couple pre-predictions. I believe, what is it? If they bring custom Hydra back, I'm guessing Ink Mine's gonna stay on it.
Please.
And yes, I hope it does. And
Same.
I don't know what special it's gonna get, but a lot of people are just like, watch it get missiles. And I'm like, if we got Booyah Bomb, I feel like it could get missiles, which would actually be kind of crazy, because by the time you launch them and paint up for another missile anyway, the nerf isn't going to affect it.
I think it'd be kind of fun if Hydra got bubble, though.
Yeah, did the mini got it, though? So I don't think the Hydra's going to get it.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, that's my guess. That or Tri-Strike. But we already got
Give
Booyah
it-
Bomb, so I don't see Tri-Strike. If it got Inkzuka, that would be hilarious.
It would be.
A crab, it would be cool, but it doesn't make sense because you're already part crab.
Yeah.
So,
You're already a crab without the
as,
expo slot.
as funny as it is to say, I feel like mine and missiles are probably gonna be the next Hydra kit. If not, it's probably gonna have Trizuka. Or watch
Wait.
it. Yeah.
Isn't there already a weapon with mines and...
Mines and missiles is a Flingza kit, but that can duplicate because remember how V Hydra also had auto bomb and splashdown like Tetris?
Oh, right! I forgot about that.
I also had a hunch that, yes, Magnus Williams said it, that the original, what is it, the V Hydra from S2 had the splashdown. What if they reversed it here and gave Mine's Reef Slider? That would suck, but
No.
I feel like that might happen again, but I'm kind of
Please
leaning
no.
towards the missile theory.
Yeah.
How did you get into casting Splatoon tournament matches? I filled out when IPL, Inkling Performance Labs, was looking for commentators 2 years ago. I filled out a form and started commentating and just kind of put myself out into it because when I first met Jem in person at Genesis 7 back in 2020, he commentated at the event we went to at Genesis for the Splatoon event, and that was kind of like, throughout my whole life I've always wanted to do like a radio show and stuff like that, and people always told me I had the voice for it. So I was like, commentating does kind of like the same thing. I've been in this for about 2.5 years now. Maybe I can commentate now. So I put myself out there, I started commentating, and it's been a thrill. I enjoy commentating, and a lot of people always ask me to come commentate for events. I wish I was more available to do them, because, I owe Dapple Productions some commentator blocks. They keep reaching out to me on times where I just cannot do it because of EU times, but, I'm trying to do some more for Dapple Productions, but right now you see me the most on Day 2 Low Ink Block 1 before Silly Comp Sundays when Low Ink happens. And Falco's been bringing me on for the Ludi Tonight streams. And also, Moon, I totally commentate more for your tournament series, but it's on a practice day for me. So Bubble Sprinkler. Return of the Splat 1 custom Hydra. Really? Oh, that would be interesting. I feel like because Heavy already has Sprinkler, they won't do it. And because Mini already has Bubble, they won't do it. Has any class of weapon had the same special or sub? They might have had that, but the same special at least. I don't know if any of the same classes had a thing. Okay, let's take a look at the next one here. Beginning to main bow. Would bow be considered more mobile of a backline? I have a hard time not rushing on a panic. Yes! Bow is a more mobile of a backline. The only problem is it doesn't have as much DPS. So you have to make sure... It's going to play more like a charger, the bow. But don't keep yourself too far out. You really got to know your distance with bow. And your pokes. But I've been enjoying bow a lot as a backline. I can use it better than I can with the chargers because it has that arc shot. And I like its kit, but bow is definitely more mobile.
Yeah, I like it a lot, too.
Hello, Chromatic Matter. Hydra 2 Electric Boogaloo, indeed.
Yes.
Lets me play on your phone. I don't know if I allowed that, but I mean, if I didn't, you wouldn't be able to see the stream, right? Because a good chunk watch on mobile. What are some tips for flex people wanting to pick up Hydra for their anchor backline pick? Ooh, that's a rough one. It really depends on what you're flexing to really have a build, and that's a tough one. I honestly wouldn't recommend Hydra for flexes. But if you wanted to, you definitely got to put some time to it, and remember it's different from most weapons you can flex to, because a lot of weapons that flex display have a common similarity, and that's quick movement. And a lot of people, when they transition to a slower weapon like Explo, Dynamo, Hydra, Tent, they play too aggro with it, and then it ends up not going well for them. So definitely, if you end up playing Hydra for a flex pick, know your distance, still be aggro with it, but don't go too aggro, because remember, the range is a lot different. It can actually help you keep your distance, but yet still be aggressive. And also remember, it's slower. a lot of flexes come back and go, how do people play this weapon? It's so slow. Meanwhile, us Hydra mains are like, how do you guys play 96 or Pro? It's so slow. I play Jet and call it slow.
Yeah.
Hydra with section and missiles. I don't think Hydra is gonna get I'm gonna call it a legit bomb. Again, I've been told it got burst bomb in Splat 1. Again, I've never played Splat 1, but a lot of people told me the burst bomb was nuts, and I also agree with that. It would be absolutely crazy if Hydra got burst bomb. It would be whew, but I think Nintendo made their mistake once, so I don't think they're getting that again. I don't see it getting suction bomb or splat bomb. Was it burst bomb or splat bomb? Actually, I don't remember, but it was one of the two. Bomb. It was a bomb, and I think auto bomb was their better pick because it's a slower explosion, right, to balance it out with its high DPS kit. So I don't see it getting another lethal bomb.
Unfortunately.
If they did, it would be crazy. Reel's gotta go. Thank you so much for VOD reviewing. Tips are super helpful. I am glad. I'm glad I could be of help. Object Shredder is a must on Tri-Stringer 2 instant crab deletion. That is what I have heard as of late. There was a Tri-Stringer player who got a decent result. I do not remember from where, but I remember it blowing up all over Twitter. I have yet to make my Object Shredder Tri-Stringer shoes, but it is definitely on my list of things of gear to make. I'm making a Nautilus gear set right now, actually, because I've set a goal to work with all of the Splatlings. Right now, I've been working with Heavy the most and getting my freshness up on that one to try to get the 5-star on Heavy. And then I'm kind of working my way down. And if I already play with people who have a like a Heavy or a Hydra player, I'll play Nautilus or Mini. So how important do you feel swim speed is up on Hydra? You go Heavy on run speed up, but don't opt for much swim speed you're willing to experience if you feel like that's helpful. To me, I find it helpful, especially at Rainmaker, when I'm more so the secondary Rainmaker carrier now, but if you're primary Rainmaker, either way, I find that, like, I run a sub of swim speed on my build, and that helps me quite a bit, but a lot of people don't even bother with it. They just keep the run speed. They are able to distance themselves enough that they don't really need it. But I enjoy the extra swim speed. Like, for my heavy build, I have 2, just because I'm up more in people's faces. So I want to get out faster, so I have 2 subs of swim on that build. But for Hydra, I find I only need 1. Just for when I have my more aggressive plays, I've got a bit more of a measure of getting out and swimming, so then I can also be with my team faster. When they have it painted up, I just go zoom to them. So that works too. Yeah, Knott's kit's kind of sad, but you know what? It kind of works for me. I play it as a skirmishing style, so I will let my Slayer kind of come in. I'll be the bait for the Slayer, poke at him, while the Slayer actually, you know, gets the splat. The Rain pokes them out, I'll finish them off, or poke at them, they'll finish them off. Or the Slayer restart, I'll finish off, but the Nautilus kind of works for my playstyle, because I'm either the one that starts the poke or finishes it. I can also locate everybody, and since I play with a roller main, it helps. The Rain helps to reveal, the point sensors I just kind of put around corners, and the rollers just chases them down, so it's nice to have that extra thing to help with callouts. What's my opinion on Wiper? It was underrated in the past, but now that it's got a paint buff, it's actually kind of annoying to deal with. But for Stamper, For Stamper in particular, the Zipcaster helps it out. But you can shred the Zipcaster as a Hydra or a Splatling. If you can read where they're going to throw that arm, especially if they throw the arm right behind you and they're just trying to Zipcast right in your face, you can shred that before they burst you. And even just any long-range arm zip, you can shred that, so it helps. But the burst bomb on the Stamper makes it really tough. We actually played, my team, the Grillers, played SOS last night, IPL Swimmer Sync. And our first in the group rounds, we played FT Win, the number 1 team in NA for the longest time. They kind of disbanded, but they made their appearance back tonight, and they ran double splash, double Splatana Stamper. Oh boy, was that aggression times 4. They had 4 burst bombs, 2 Zipcasters and the 2 crabs. It followed up so well with each other, and it took me like literally 3.5 minutes of the first game to actually realize that strategy. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so blind. But I was, if I predicted the Zipcasters well enough, I was able to shred them. But holy smokes, was that an aggressive comp. For Wiper itself, the hammer does kind of bring down the kid a little bit. But I have seen successful Wipers out there if you can communicate well with the team in scrims. In solo queue, they kind of suffer a bit if they can't get their flanks off, I find. So I feel for you, Wipers, but if the dedicated ones make it work, and I applaud for them. For bow build, you were running like 2 subs of special power up, and I find it helps whale. I'm actually not this here. I have a bow build. Like I said, I haven't made object shredder shoes for it. This is my bow build. I prioritize more on whale and the movement speed because you are up and running a bit. I also had LDE, so I prioritized getting the special. But I never really, I never really looked into what special power-up does with it. In fact, I don't really see anybody running special power-up on anything. But I prioritize more on getting the whales than I did powering them up. Because the more I can fire off, the extra pressure I have to actually, you know, fire with my shots. And I'm able to get a decent number with this. So, and I can move well. I've got disengage subs. I've got extra paint. This build's been working really nice for me. I hit with 2 bow bombs. Yeah, that'll help with the whale. Makes it last longer plus more damage. Okay. Yeah, even if it does a little bit more, I find I'm able to combo more with the mist and the shot in the whale. Like, I just trap them in mist. I can do the whale and just shoot them. I haven't found any really need to run the special power up, but it is what works. What's my main weapon? We just missed it. Good old Hydra.
Hydra!
Let's see. Any sort of practice drills you'd recommend to start learning Hydra? The biggest thing is get used to your range and your charge times. So just kind of calculate in your head how long it takes for you to charge up and know how far you can be to a target. Apply that to kind of like a game. And then practice your tracking. So something else I do as well from time to time is I'll actually take a charger. Just any charger. And I'll sit at these moving targets, right? I'll go up on this ledge, look at these moving targets, and just follow them. As we can see, I'm a little slow right now. Though I rest my hands on my legs, and usually I have like capris or like long pants on, but I'm wearing shorts today after when I got home. So my hands are sticking to my legs right now, and I don't have a blanket over my legs. But I just do this for like a solid 3 to 5 minutes, and I try to aim ahead of the target. Just to get tracking. But yeah. Know your range and know to track, because Hydra has that extra fall off, right? So for example, when I shoot with the Hydra, you'll see that you need to be aiming ahead in order to hit the shots, because if you hit directly on it, now I need this target to move. If you hit directly on it, you see how your shots trail? Your shots will trail. So you have to hit in front of the target in order for them to land. Mist is tough to use. Sometimes you forget Bo has a sub. In all honesty, Ross, most backline players forget that they have a sub. I think I know, what is it, Moon? You use your auto bombs a good number there. We're one of the few that actually use their bombs. And it's interesting because the sub does help you. It's just, yes, it consumes your ink tank, so you do have to know when to throw your sub and when not to throw your sub. But it does benefit with the weapon. Like with Bo, with the mist, you can just throw the mist in a contested area. It will back them up. And you can just kind of follow up the shots with them. Just control that area. What's your thought process behind when and where to throw a chicken? When I find that players are in a spot, like say I'm stuck... Say I'm in like at a high ground position like this, but the other side is like a wall that I have to arc a shot over. Like say they're hiding behind this, and I have to like arc shot that, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know buttons right now, but anywho. If they're hiding behind this wall, I'll just do this. The chicken will chase them. And will land behind them. It will land behind them and then they're forced to come out, right? So, whichever way they go, I have clear shots here and clear shots here. So, yeah, if you find your target is hiding behind an obstacle, have enough ink to throw a chicken and be able to have a charge for it. Whether it's half or full. You want to try to look at getting a full, because then you can do a bit more damage, but if all you can get is a half, like that, then that works too. Target in the shoal can help with faster tracking practice too. Yes, I keep forgetting the targets in the shoal exist. The only thing I don't like about that one is that it's pretty quiet. And in all honesty, I kind of just... I don't mind the different lobby music that plays, but yes, the shoal does have some other targets to work on that tracking too. As fast as a player swimming, yeah. Yeah, no, those are good ones too. Just, if you don't like silence, I recommend putting music on in the background when you're doing that in the shoal. It's a little quiet. But yeah. Oh, I missed the question. How would you use the mini splatling? Always feel like you're too far away from the enemy and you lose charge because of it. That one's an interesting situation because I also have the same feeling sometimes, but if you know that that's the case, then you do have to try to move up. But I know maps that are hard to do that on are like Hagglefish, sometimes Mako. But if you find you're too far away, you just really do have to find your way in. Try to use your kit to do it. But one thing that Mini does do is paint. So if you are short on your range on your target, the bonus part is that your target's probably also shooting at you. You're painting up over them. So if you can't reach your target, definitely paint the ground because Mini has... I believe it does have the highest paint output over the Splatlings right now. With how it is. As far as I know, it still does have the highest paint. That is like kind of my... I haven't used Mini as much yet, but I am getting to that shortly. Once I finish the Knot build, I'm going to work on the Mini build and use it a bit more. But yeah, if you find you can't be close enough, like if it's too dangerous or all that, find yourself a way to go in and just paint the ground because Mini can paint really well. What team am I picking for the next Splatfest? I'm stuck between sweet and spicy. I'm
Going sweet, please.
initially, like in general, I should be team sweet because I love sweets. I absolutely love chocolate. Sweets are fantastic. But I
Yes.
also don't mind spicy food because some of my favorite things, like for example, here where I live, we have like a local place that makes like chicken pitas and stuff like that. And the problem is that the chicken that they have it has like a spice to it. I don't know what it is, if it's like a Cajun spice or whatever, but it's got a kick to it, and I have low spice tolerance, but yet spicy food is good. So I suffer.
But is it worth it?
But it in the end it's worth it because it clears out my sinuses. So that's why I'm kind of stuck in between the two. Especially during spring and fall. Sometimes, like even now, I've actually purposely went and got some of those pitas for like I usually go like every other month, and I'll have one and just my nose will just run and my sinuses are cleared for like the next 2 days.
Hey.
Good old trick for the winter of clearing out sinuses is kill your spice tolerance. If Sour sweeps the Splatfest, you're going to Brazil. Why that? I'm probably missing a reference. But anywho, I'm probably going to call it for the stream here. It has been, Brazil really do be the Ohio of the world. You have no idea where I live, folks.
And me.
If you thought Ohio was bad, don't come to where I live, okay? It's worse.
I'm on my way.
If you, literally, everyone always puts stereotypical Ohio, and I'm just like, do you want to know something funny? I went to Ohio for Riptide, right? I'm wearing the Riptide hat. There was not a lot of difference from Ohio from where I live. The only difference is corn and more trees. I actually have, like, no trees, and it is flat. And there is no big buildings. There's no bigger, like, truly large city for, like, hour and a half away. I have, wheat and mustard seed fields and just flat land. Yep.
That sounds
So
fun.
if you thought Ohio was stereotypical, no one talks about where I live because I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere in one of the lesser populated areas, but you know, it do be worse than Ohio. This place is an open GTA 5 beta server. Oh, okay, yeah, that's worse. Minus the crime.
Huh?
If that's what I'm going off of. I probably got that wrong, but okay. Anywho. We're gonna call it there. That will be it for the Squid School stream. Moon, I feel like you need to, you should promote your tournament series here, because your tournament series actually benefits those in Squid School for those who make a team. Why don't you tell people about your tourney series?
So from the Ink Up is a level tournament is Div 7 to 11. And we run every couple of weeks usually, but we decided to take December off to work on some stuff, which I still need to figure out everything.
It's the holidays.
But,
I said it's the holidays.
yeah, that too.
Be free from TO stress.
I am never free.
Fair
I'm
enough.
never free, Devvy.
Fair enough.
I was about
Okay.
to call you Dio.
Dio. Oh yeah, because Dio is one of the other TOs, right?
Yeah, even though it feels like that both Sun and Allie are never there. And I'm the
Yes.
only head TO. Send help.
But yeah, guys, Moon runs a tournament on the occasional Friday, and it's meant for basically Div 7s and below, so the low-level scene. Whether you're not divved at all, like, it just goes off of results. So if you have tourney results but aren't divved, you can always ask, and I'm sure Moon and staff will check that. But if you're definitely new to the scene, you have a team, you want to try a tournament, try Moon's tournament. Definitely do recommend that one, so you can give that a shot. But yeah, that will be it for stream. And I know if Jem saw the stream right now, I'd be yelling at me, where do you find Devvy? So where to find me on Twitch, you can find me at Devvy_Devvy. I usually try to stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but with the holidays, things are there. And actually, my streams have more been Monday, Thursday this week. I can't do Friday, but they've been on here, so you guys have gotten my presence instead of my channel. But I usually stream there. I have usually team stuff or just me trying to do Hydra things in solo or open. Now that I'm trying to get a couple of X-rank powers here and there, but I only have one, just because I don't play very often. I play open a lot, like I said earlier, I ranked up today by opens only. I have not played a series since I unlocked it for X battles. On YouTube, I'm just Devvy. Earlier we had Hydra Crimes. You could see the Splatoon 2 Hydra Crimes videos. I'm hoping over the holidays I can get 2 more episodes of Hydra Crimes up on my channel, so you can watch that. You can follow me on Twitter, Devvy as well. And, yeah, that's it for me. And for those who aren't already in the Squid School server, I know the bot posted it in the Twitch chat earlier, but for those who aren't in the Squid School server, make sure you hop on in over at the Squid School server and come make a bunch of squid friends. You know it's great. So, I've definitely got other backline VOD reviews there to go, and a couple of them I'm hoping to come back to the Squid School stream here to show a couple of them for the backline perspectives, because I know a lot of you had wanted that content, and I'm able to provide that for you. I am learning each day on, improving my teaching content to you, so hope this was helpful for you guys, and I hope to be able to do more for you in the upcoming streams. But let's find someone to raid on Twitch. For those of you who from YouTube, you can, we'll give you the time now to hop on over to Twitch while I look for a raid. Barry is still live. What is Barry doing? I'll wait till the ad comes off. But anywho, we've Squid School's raided Barry before, so Barry is another backline, and we'll see if they're playing Splatoon, because they might have switched. If anything, I'll send you to another Splatoon person. If not,
You can name a couple if you want.
hang on. It's getting there. I've got another person on backup if Barry's doing something else.
Alrighty.
I just have to be able to see what's going on. Okay, it looks like Barry is playing Splatoon with Spawn Point people. You'll recognize some people in there, like Falco, Carrot. They're all doing a Spawn Point event right now. And I don't know if my teammate's there, but my teammate's also a part of the Spawn Point Splatoon Twitch streamer group. So, yeah, we'll send you over to Barry. Have a good day, everybody, and we will see you soon. Maybe Sunday. I'm not too sure what the schedule is, but yeah, I'm trying to find the button. I found the button.
Hey.
Alrighty. School's out, everybody. Go say hi to Barry from Squid School. And have a good night.